HBL PSL 10 is in full flow as we reach match 15 here in Lahore. Last time out, the Karachi Kings took the points on home soil against Peshawar Zalmi, thanks in no small part to Captain Warner.
Captain of Karachi Kings reaches a landmark 50, his first in HBL PSL.
Today's opponents, Quetta Gladiators, kicked off their campaign with a convincing win of their own over the Zalmi.
That's out, that's a super catch. Massive moment.
But with two subsequent defeats, they will be looking for a return to form.
Edge taken, Push-Dil-Shah takes the catch.
So can Karachi hang on to the coattails of the unbeaten Islamabad United at the top of the table? Or will Quetta Gladiators blow the race for a playoff place wide open with a big win tonight?
Hi everybody, and a warm welcome to this superb cricket ground in Lahore, and it's in mint condition. I can't think of a square or wicket block, as they call it in Australia, like it anywhere. Wonderful to see such care of the pitches. Hope we get a crowd like we got last night, full of energy and activism, particularly when Babar Azam was playing so well. It's Quetta Gladiators against Karachi Kings today. And there's Mohamed Nabi and Tim Seifert arriving with the likes of David Warner and 𝐄𝐍𝐵𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇. Williamson just arrived to join that Karachi squad. And Vince, of course, the most gifted cricketer. And there's a wonderful drone shot of the ground. Consultants who need to get a wriggle on a bit. That's the pitch that I'm talking about. Mike Hazeman was out there before play, reckons it's just a touch greener perhaps than yesterday. He thinks it's been watered and there might be something in it for the new ball bowlers. The coin rose and fell. David Warner won the toss. He chose to bowl first, as Baba did last night. It worked for him. Will it work for Warner? And there is the Quetta Gladiator side with a few problems to try to work out, actually. Kusal Mendis and Riley Rousseau and a few people not in their best form. Mark Chapman, the New Zealander, comes in. So too the quick bowlers Mohamed Wasim and Khurram Shahzad. Plenty for these sides to think about, because they've got to catch the very in-form Islamabad. There's the Karachi Kings. Waqar Younis is alongside me.
Yeah, surprising. I was hoping Kane Williamson will come into the side, but no Kane Williamson. They have made 3 changes. Out goes Ahmed Jamal, Irfan Niazi, Saad Beg, and in comes Shan Masood. That's good to see. Umar bin Yusuf and young Fawad Ali, the pacer from the south.
Okay, thank you for that, 𝐶𝐍𝐿. We'll be back with you in a minute, but in the meantime, we're going to hear from Finn Allen, who's opening for Quetta today.
I guess for me it'll always be special being my first PSL experience, and I guess having some of my mates from back home makes it a special experience, and then getting to play with new people and meet some new faces is always pretty cool too. Secret to hitting sixes, I guess, swinging hard and having good bats. Yeah, I think for me, the consistency piece has been something that I've been working on. And I guess for me, it's just honing in my method and style of play. I guess knowing when to take higher risk options and when to, I guess, knuckle down a bit more. I've had a lot of injury trouble over the last probably 2 years, so I'm just trying to be consistent with my gym and conditioning stuff, and things outside of that, like Pilates and all that as well, have been, I guess, pretty important for me.
Finn is an explosive batsman. He's someone that I've played alongside for most of his professional career. I've seen him come up as a youngster. He's still relatively young, still in his mid-20s, so he's got a lot of cricket ahead of him. But he's a guy that can really blow you away, blow any opposition away on his day, and hoping to see a couple of big performances from him this tournament.
Yeah, PSL's good. Locals have been very friendly and we've been treated very well. A few upset stomachs, which is not ideal, but yeah, no, I think it bodes well. It's a big tournament, obviously, and yeah, the crowd support's been pretty cool so far, so that's been good fun. Fans, huge thank you for all the support so far. 3 games down, and hopefully we can gather a bit of momentum now in Lahore with our home games and bring home a trophy at the end. Shukriya, Pakistan.
Finn Allen there, explosive player, takes on the new ball. Doesn't matter where he hits him, but when he does hit him, he hits him long, hard and long. So Warner choosing to bowl first today, as I said, following what Babar Azam did last night. And he's got a good side who are beginning to find a bit of confidence. I think getting over the line against Shawa the other day really did give him a boost. We're waiting for the two umpires, Paul Rifle and Nasir Hussain. Interesting with Mark Butcher just climbing in alongside me. Interesting with a 6-team tournament. You know, you can make a bad start and you don't have to do that much to get yourself into the playoffs. You just need a run at some stage.
It keeps everybody in it, that is for sure. There are our match officials looking resplendent in blue. And,
Paul Rifle almost with a smile on his face.
No, come on. Come on, Mark.
No chance. Never seen him smiling. But he's a good umpire, that's for sure.
He's a good guy as well. Don't be fooled by the dour demeanour. A good sense of humour. You need that as an umpire. You need that as a player sometimes in T20 cricket. Given that you have to come out charging as a batter, you can go a run without making too many runs. The bowlers can disappear out of the park. I think Hassan Ali might be rather excited about bowling on this surface right now.
Paul Rifle played on this ground in the '96 World Cup final. Got beaten by Sri Lanka, the famous win, the moment when Arjuna, late cut, took the stump from the ground. Great to see Hassan Ali. You know, the other day I didn't recognise you for the first time with your longer hair, but anyway, it's wonderful to see you playing, buzzing in as you always do, hustling the batsman. It's a great tournament to be a part of, isn't it?
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a great tournament, and for me as an individual, it's been brilliant so far. As I'm running well, executing really well, so it's been amazing for me.
Tell us all about playing under David Warner.
He's a great leader, and we all know he has a big exposure around the world. He's playing all the league cricket, and we learning as a unit. We're learning lots of things from the Aussies keeper.
You got a lot of leadership now with Kane Williamson arriving as well. Massive experience around you.
Exactly. We have another one. I think it's a very good thing for as a unit. So we sharing the dressing room with the biggest name in the world in the cricket. So it's a great honor for us to have these two guys in our dressing room.
Great. Well, wonderful to talk to you, my friend. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Saud Shakil played rather an odd innings the other day, a long sort of almost demonstration of an innings. Anyway, he's got a lot of talent, so let's hope we see it on view. What did he do? The figures are amazing. He batted 20 overs for 35 or something.
33. It was shades of 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇.
Wow, 1975 World Cup. I remember it at the Oval.
Yeah, he is a good player. I think this pitch will suit him. Mir Hamza definitely will look to swing the ball early on. They both come from Karachi. They know each other really well. They grew up together, Mir Hamza and Saud Shakil. Leading the Quetta side this year and played really well in the first game. It's just that last game he was totally struck. He saw his other mates getting out from the other end. He just hung around and things didn't really go his way. This is going to be a good matchup. This man versus Saud Shakil. Both good friends, and they won't be friends on the field for sure. Let's start the game.
It's the countdown done. We're ready to get going. Here at this wonderful stadium in Lahore. Mir Hamza to bowl to Saud Shakil. Oh, I love it. Love it.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a great way to open your account. Mentioned at the pitch report that the need to come out and play perhaps in a slightly more classical style might be the way forward against the new ball on this surface, and it doesn't get much more classical than that. It was on the up. It wasn't a half volley by any means, but see the way he just kept the weight coming forward into the ball. Wonderful high hands, just a check drive through extra cover for 4.
Oh, I love the bowler's reaction there. He sweeps back his hair, looking absolutely exasperated. What did I do wrong, he thinks? And the answer's nothing.
Well, it was too full, I think. I think this pitch is somewhere where you have to really bowl a little bit shorter than the normal length. And it was kind of a loose nut. I mean, these guys spend so long on the field warming up, and then you come up and just bowl that dibbly bobbly outside the off stump. That's no good.
Dibbly bobbly. Well, we love a new expression. Bowled, well bowled. Just a hint of swing there and a better length for Weka.
Yeah, and just a bit more grunt in it, really. Just a bit more back bend, a little bit more of the ball driving into that length as opposed to just floating it up there. I mean, lengthwise, the first ball wasn't that bad. It was just a little bit soft, wasn't it? It was a bit of a throwdown, whereas that one, he really sort of jammed it into a good length and extracted a bit of movement sideways off the pitch.
Oh, that's not necessary. That's not in the Mark Butcher manual for the day's batting plan. BYD leading the world in new energy vehicles and the way that PSL is leading the game in talent. BYD is giving away BYD Seal as a prize to the player of the tournament, so stay tuned. Be hard to pick the player of the tournament right now, but it'd have to be someone from Islamabad United at the moment, given their all-round capacity for performance under pressure. Jason Holder, perhaps. Again, good timing. Try to hit that too hard. The boundaries are very accessible here, particularly with a fast outfield.
Yeah, again, just held his shape nicely, stayed sideways on it. Did just leave him a tiny bit. Again, it's only 125 kilometers per hour, so yeah, Hamza, you'd think has got a little bit more in the tank than that, because when the ball moves, you want it to go quickly. But Saud was able to adjust and punch that nicely through cover.
Stood nice and tall, didn't he? Yes, he was a little bit slower. He had time to sort of punch it away.
No, that's a mistake. Well, he got away with it because the umpire's not interested in the shout, so much so that I don't think I'd review. Warner has spotted the fact that it's high. No review. End of the first over, 7 for no wicket.
Off stump and a little high also.
Changes on either team. Chapman, Mohamed Wazim and Shahzad for the batting side. For the bowling side, Shan Masood, Omar Yusuf, Fawad Ali. And here is Hassan Ali, a player I've always admired, a massive heart. Keeps coming, no matter what the situation Pakistan or indeed any of his domestic teams have found themselves in, he's always in the fight. So here he comes now to Saud Shakil. That's out, that's gone. Gonski early doors. Hassan Ali strikes.
One thing you know with Hassan Ali is there are no looseness. He ran in and hit that pitch hard. It just bounced a little bit on Saud Shakil. And Shan Masood, with a good first touch of the evening, does the rest. Ooh, might have just got a chest on it, but it stayed in. Oh, I like it.
He and I must talk more often at the start of a match. 7 for 1.
Yeah, you saw there in the replay the way the ball just jumped a little bit out of the surface. And I think it's the type of pitch, Waka, as you all know, you put something in, you'll get a little bit out. Float it up there, you'll get battered.
Slightly strange innings. It only lasted for about 6 balls, in which there were 2 beautiful shots, 2 or 3 not very good shots, and certainly not beautiful ones, and then an indignant end. And Riley Rousseau now taking guard. Just to finish on 𝐄𝐍𝐍𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇, though, you know, it's a funny thing. You bat 20 overs for 33 balls. It kind of lingers around the team and chat around the game and stuff. I wonder if it was in the back of his mind that he had to play a much more expansive game today. Anyway, he's gone. He's another subject is Riley Rousseau. He needs runs. It's a bit earlier than most franchise sides like to get Riley Rousseau in. They like to get him in around the sort of 9th, 10th over.
Well, when you hit the deck hard, the ball gives you that extra kick. We saw last night also from young Ali Raza, and very first delivery, bit more bounce, couldn't control the shot, and almost Sean didn't control the catch. Eventually he did.
Oh, some swing there. And all Finn Allen wanted to do was face a ball. He finally gets the chance.
Yeah, well, sometimes against a new ball, spectating isn't a bad thing. You get a chance to see what the ball's doing. I always used to like to face the first ball, get it out of the way. But others are quite happy to stay at the other end and just watch what's going on.
But the only problem from the non-striker end is that if you lose a couple of wickets, you go further down, then you don't know what to do. Then you're under more pressure. Yes, it's hard, first ball. That's why I always tell the young fast bowlers, first ball is so crucial. Ball within stumps. Because the batters, they all look for something outside the off stump or outside the leg stump. They don't like it, ball coming at the stumps from a good length.
Now, this will be a really interesting contest because Finn Allen, I should say, absolutely loves taking it on. I mean, it's in his DNA. He ain't shy, and Hassan Ali won't give him anything obvious. Oh, wow! Finn Allen in out as well. Oh, no! 2 soft wickets. Hassan Ali has the day at the moment.
Finn Allen cannot believe that he's just popped up a catch to mid-on. The simplest of catches. Hassan Ali again bustling away, slams the ball into a leg. Finn Allen just stands up on that drive. It's his second duck in 3 innings now. Watching from the other end or not, it's made no difference. First baller gone, 8 for 2.
Oh, what a long week waiting for a game. They haven't played for a week, Quetta Gladiators, and he gets a first baller, and it's entirely of his undoing and his own doing, actually. it's a pretty, you know, I hate saying it, but it's not a great effort, is it?
Kaushal Mendes comes in, another fine player, but he's definitely under pressure. 2 wickets are already gone. Captain and Finn Allen, that's a good strike rate. But normally he comes when there are at least 4 or 5 overs gone. Ball's a little bit softer. This is a different kettle of fish facing this man now.
We saw last night how Lahore Qalandars made a mess of the power play, and it cost them the game. These guys have got to get... That was a little carrot ball, a little outswing, a wide. Do you want to have a dip at me or not? And the answer was not yet.
Just trying to figure out what Phil Allen has done wrong here. I think he's trying to hit this ball through mid-off, and it just tails in at him right at the last second. And therefore, the bat angle is going towards the offside, and the ball hits the inside half of the bat and pops up to mid-on. Might have saved himself if he just got into the stroke a little bit more, bent that front knee. But that was the issue. Soft as you like, 8 for 2.
Players to come, I'm going to say that Mark Chapman got back, no mistake. But, you know, Nawaz, Fahim, then you're into the bowlers properly. Wasim can strike the ball nicely. A lovely view of this terrific city. It really is very warm too. Presently 33 degrees. Very dry and no wind at all, very still air at the moment. We've got Mir Hamza again in the bowl to Riley Rousseau. Got a couple to shape, I wouldn't call it swing in his first over. The soft balls that we talked about.
That was a good delivery, good pace on it, and it did cut off the surface.
Hanif Mohammed cap to be given to the highest run scorer in the tournament, and the Fazal Mahmood cap to the highest wicket taker. And the winners will have their homes powered by Inverex Solar Energy. It's all subject to terms and conditions, but it's a wonderful initiative given the world at the moment and all the requirements for sustainability for the environment.
Played that pretty well, Riley Rousseau. He's gone through a really lean patch. He was captain of Pretoria Capitals in the SA20 earlier on in the year. As we see the leading wicket takers in this year's HBL PSL. Jason Holder, I wonder if he'd get into that BYD seal if he wins the player of the tournament. Hassan Ali now joins him on 12 wickets.
He'll need a convertible, so his head doesn't poke out the top. He's a very tall man. Elegant with his height, but tall. He's made it just. I think he had to travel like the wind, and you wouldn't think a big fella like Rousseau could, but when his wicket was on the line, he managed it.
TV umpire to director, we have umpire review for run out. Can I have the side on angle please for the run out?
Nearly all direct hits are a little closer than one thinks they're going to be.
Keep rolling. Batter is clearly grounded when the bail is dislodged. I'm ready to make my decision for the big-screen.
Hassan Ali in the game once again with the direct hit, but he made it by about a foot. Good run then. He hit it and went. Fine, as long as you're positive and you go, you don't hesitate, you've always got a good chance. Riley Rousseau's, he's played this is his 4th game in the tournament, and he's batted in 4 different positions in the order. 6-5-4-3.
Yeah, just going back to that point about Riley Rousseau, he had the most miserable tournament as captain of Pretoria Capitals in the SA20, captain Quetta Gladiators last year, and didn't have the best time of it either. We've seen him be mighty destructive in the PSL over the years. Quetta really need him now, need all that experience. Play an innings of substance here.
Well, that is mighty destructive. Exactly that, Mark Butcher. It's a fantastic talent when it's on song.
Well, he dragged that one from outside the off stump. Previous delivery he faced, he came down the pitch. This time he decided to sit back, wait, look for the length, what length Mir Hamza is going to bowl, and picked it up nicely.
He's the only overseas player with more than 2,000 runs in HBL PSL. Change in the field, mid-wickets come in. And now he's played an even better shot. Top class. It's 18 for 2.
Sometimes it can be something just as simple as watching the ball out of the hand. You get yourself into bad form or a bad run of scores and you start preempting a little bit. Start thinking about where the ball might be rather than absolutely staring it down. One shot off the back foot, one off the front. And all the woes are gone, or you're wondering why he hasn't scored any runs in recent times.
Yeah, it's interesting. In SA20, I thought he went in the first half of the tournament in a lot of situations in which he had to move immediately and played a bit unorthodox, a bit quirky, you know, little sweeps and awkward shots that you have to be informed to play. Might help him to have to play more orthodox to start. We shall see. Some Sri Lankan wrists in that shot.
Butch, you asked me earlier about the pitches here in Lahore, and Marco asked me the same questions when we were out there in the middle. That's the wicket, first wicket, South Shakil, and then just a little punch straight to Abbas's throat at mid-on. Back in the days in the 90s when we played here at Gaddafi Stadium, no grass, simple as that. It was flat, it was slow, low pitches. Now, you know, the square is a lot bigger, is green, more for the pacers, and they enjoy it. I mean, they're good batting surfaces, but there is a little bit for the pacers, especially when the ball is new. So I think these pitches here at Gaddafi Stadium are perfect for T20 cricket, even for one days also.
I do agree. I think I honestly think that's the best wicket block in the world. It's in superb condition. The growth on all of the pitches ready for matches to come is terrific. I suppose you could argue that given the moment in history, given the players involved, to have low pitches was no bad thing for you guys. More of that in a minute. Use Jazz Cash to recharge more and more load, or packages of Jazz or any other network, and win an electric SUV. You know, if you've got green pitches in your day, it means other bowlers who can hit the seam have got a chance. But, oh, out. Hassan Ali, number 3. Fantastic start this for the Karachi Kings.
Before the first ball of that over was bowled, Riley Rousseau looked over his shoulder at where the man was on deep backward square leg, and I talked about preempting. He's thinking about, where can I pull the ball? Where is that man? Before Hassan Ali's let go of the ball. And this just isn't there to pull. He'll say perhaps it stayed down a little bit, but my goodness me. He was thinking about the shot before the ball came down. The ball was in a vague area where you might be able to pull it off, but no. Chop on, he's gone for 10, 20 for 3.
Right, Mark Chapman, a lot of matches. Not a name that sort of rings around the world, really, and perhaps deserves to be better known than he is. He can bat. Let's hope he plays well today, because Quetta need him badly here. They haven't played for a week. They've had a disastrous start. 3 in the power play. All to Hassan Ali. That's a good delivery. Lively, zippy pace there.
Yeah, he's having a great tournament, Hassan Ali, bowling with a serious zip and controlling the length. Butchie, I know you saw him looking at mid-wicket region. He was looking for that puller, and I'm sure Hassan Ali also saw that. So he put a little bit extra pace in it, extra force in it, and the ball arrived a touch quicker. But the under edge and onto the stumps.
10 wickets now in the power play over the 3 innings that we've had here in Lahore. Last night there were 7. We've got another 3 here today. And again, reiterate the point that on this sort of surface, the orthodox shots here in the first 6 overs have been profitable. Anything outside of that has caused problems. There is a little bit there for the bowlers if they hit the pitch hard.
Oh, first poor ball, and in fairness, it's put away with great skill by Kushal Mendis. First time he's drifted both in length and line.
Yeah, bowled so well so far, and this was the first a poor delivery onto the legs of Kushal, who just help yourself kind of a delivery, and he played it beautifully. Good timing on it.
Carl, do you think that's just a concentration thing?
Sometimes the bowlers start thinking too much, and you know, when they tail up, they try too hard, and you got to keep it simple. When the pitch is doing for you, you got to keep it simple and just watch the spot and hit that spot. That's all.
Oh well, that has whistled away off a sort of part blade, part outside edge. 4 gone, 29 for 3.
The only delivery probably swung a bit too full, wide, had the room to just free his arms. Kushal Mendis, Warner was expecting that ball to go straight into the gully's hand, but it was a good shot at the end.
So 2 international players at the wicket. Kushal Mendis of Sri Lanka, Mark Chapman of New Zealand. And how Quetta Gladiators need them now.
They need partnership. You lose 1 more wicket, then it's up to the youngster Hassan Nawaz, who's batted at 3 so far in this tournament. This is a pitch when, if it gets a little softer, the ball gets softer, it becomes very easy to bat on, and then you can hit through the line. But not at this time, around this time, when the ball is hard and new.
Boundaries are in such a long way these days. It seems a pity to me. The boundaries are about sort of 64, 65 metres round. And with modern bats, that's not necessary.
Well, and yeah, the intent and strength of the players as well. Ravi Bopara was bemoaning the fact that the boundaries are in so far in terms of playing spin bowlers.
It's a free hit for fans. Visit Parkview City Facebook page to answer the question and get a chance to win a house at the end of the league. Also win mobile phones daily. So that's a good result. Just this Mark Chapman on strike, you know, he's got a good record against Pakistan. Just a month ago he made 132 in Napier in a one-day international against the Pakistan attack.
Talking of the boundaries, I don't have issues with the smaller boundaries as long as the pitches are a little spicy like this one. If there is a little bit in the pitch where you have maybe first 6 overs are a little dicey for the batters, boundaries, short boundaries, 65 meters, I think it's no big deal.
You're getting soft in your old age. You think this pitch is spicy?
In comparison to what they used to be like, yeah.
That's very spicy.
They were like runways before. And also, with all due respect, Waqar, you weren't too worried about boundaries, batters, the size of their bats or anything when you bowled.
Well, we had a series back in early 90s and when we decided to make a green tops. Yep, I picked up a few wickets in that too.
Yeah, you picked up wickets against... Oh, I say, timing. Timing to die for.
Yeah, class that from 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇. Just watch how late he plays this. Ball almost by his right thigh. And then just drops the bat on it, makes sure he gets the middle on it, and it flashes away to the boundary.
Before I forget your comment, you took wickets against New Zealand, and that's true, and I remember. But Arslan Ash always says that of all the players he bowled to, the one that handled him best was Martin Crowe. Well, fascinating start to this match. 5 gone, and it's 37 for 3.
Plenty of action again in the first 5 overs today. The Pepsi power play yesterday after 6 overs. It was 5 for 35. 37 for 3 at this stage. There's still 1 over to go before that Pepsi power play is completed. Run rate's okay. 7.5 right now. Mendes on 16. Mohamed Nabi into the attack, and he has been someone who's been an extremely good performer so far in this edition of the HBL PSL, both with bat and actually ball.
Very good in the first 6, very good in the last 6. Can bowl with the new ball, can bowl with the old ball.
Quick single. Back to the Parkview City free hit for fans, winner house contest. Who was the man of the match in the 2009 T20 World Cup final? That's the question for you. Man of the match, 2009 T20 World Cup final. Who was it? 𝐑𝐄 will certainly come into play a bit later today. It's no problem at the moment for the spinner. Time to welcome Martin Guptill to the commentary box as well. Martin, welcome.
Thank you, Hazy. Nice to be here. Nice to see another Kiwi out in the middle as well, and Mark Chapman.
We're all over the place, these Kiwis. Everywhere.
We are taking over, Hazy. We're coming for you.
They keep popping up. Keep trying to knock them down, they keep popping up. Sri Lankan on strike at the moment. Got that away for 4. Nicely played.
Picked up the length very early. The ball is not going to spin a great deal, so in position early. He's a fantastic player of spin bowling. You see him rocking back using the crease.
Oh yeah, a little bit fuller that time. Drilled down the ground for a single.
Martin Guptill's first couple of sentences, very soft spoken, unlike what he produced out there in the 22 yards.
Well, some of us had to try and you know, take some bowlers down. We can't let them have their own way, can we, Rummies?
2 balls left in the Pepsi power play. Yeah! Oh, and another wicket's gone. He struck Nabi. Loves getting his teeth into the game early with the ball.
Yes, Mark Chapman going across the line there on that one. Looking to go back, working into the leg side. Nabi just pushing that through a bit quicker. Skids off the leather of the ball into the middle of the leg stump there. Just looking a little bit too square there, Mark Chapman. go down through mid-on more there. I think you'll find that he gets a good bat on that, and we'll get the single he was looking for.
It's a great strike because he loves playing here in Pakistan. Gone early in the piece for 4. Double 4 for 4.
This is quite extraordinary. With this wicket as well, that's now 9 wickets in the power play. And the team's batting first yesterday and today. And we've still got one more to go.
Quetta just need a partnership here. They can get through to 10 overs, no more wickets down. You know, they're still in the game. All it takes in T20 cricket is one partnership to get the innings back on track. And I feel that if these two can just do that now, just take a little bit of pressure on board, absorb it, and then they can play the big shots later on down the track.
Asanawa's now. Works that away for a single. That is the end of the Pepsi power play. A bit of carnage out there. 45 for 4. Right, it's a good the power play package so far. First wicket, Shah Masood took a very good sharp catch in the gully region. Hassan Ali in the game twice. 2 wickets in the first over. Chopped on, Riley Rousseau, Hassan Ali again, 3 wickets, so he was on fire straight away. Chapman, the Nabi into the attack.
Yeah, mirror image of what Qalandars produced up front. On a pitch where batting was supposed to be easy, not been able to read the length, and they've been very accurate. Straight lines, trying to hit the stumps, and the results have been outstanding.
Confirmation from Paul Rifle that the Pepsi power play has now been completed. They need to get a little partnership together now, that's for sure. Kustal Shah. It's been in really good form of late, picked up some wickets, got 3 wickets last time around, and also some runs. Going to come back for the second. They're going to be able to double up quite comfortably. Good running.
Great running there from this pair, and that's the thing that can get a partnership going. It's not necessarily the big shots, not the 4s and the 6s, but the running between the wickets, weighting it to the 30-yard circle, and then running those 2s. Put pressure on the fielders, make some mistakes, and get yourself back in the game.
2 versus 5 this game today. Karachi Kings second spot in the table. Just the single this time. Good pick up and throw.
Mendes with a lot of experience and is off to a flyer, 22 off 12. Hassan Nawaz can obviously learn a great bit from his batting, his method, and he'll keep on punching you. He's played a lovely sweep shot. That's where he's so impressive. Against Spain, he's absolutely a bazooka.
It's a lovely cricket shot there, and we see Kustal Shah just sliding down the leg side a wee bit. Kustal Mendes, being a keeper himself, loves to play square of the wicket, drops that back knee, hits on top of the ball, and that's always going away for 4.
Brings up to 50, 52 now. Very quick on his feet is Kustal Mendes. Slight little fumble, and coming back for the second.
That's that running I was talking about earlier. Put pressure on the fielder, a little mistake, and you can come back for the second. Great running from this pair. Mendes now up to 28 off 14 balls, looking to get a little bit more of that going.
𝐄𝐍𝐿 Solar Energy, Pakistan's #1 solar brand, trusted by the nation for over 15 years. Long-term sponsor. Punch through extra cover. Should be tracked. Coming back for 2 more.
Yeah, the other good bit about his batting is that he doesn't seem to hit the ball in anger. It's all about placement. He's not a beefy kind of a big striker when it comes to T20 batting, but he does the job so well. I mean, look at the strike rate. Without hurting the opposition, he's hurting them quite badly in a way. 200 strike rate.
11 off this over so far. It's going to tick over for 1 to make it a dozen. 7 overs gone, 57 for 4. He is going to be the man that's going to have to steer this ship nicely. Kushal Mendis really has played very well up until now. Kane Williamson, right in the middle of the picture. We thought we might see him on the park today, but now he's having a bit of a rest on the sidelines. Arrived a couple of days ago. Oh, there's a traffic jam.
Yeah, they're all coming in to watch this contest, I hope.
57-4 at the moment. 7 overs in. The ball quick. Forward Ali. Emerging player. A little bit leg side. Nicely timed. He's a very good time with the ball as well.
He's doing it nicely here, Kushal Mendis. Not looking to play the big shots at 59 for 4. Just looking to really work the ball into gaps and run hard, put pressure on the fielders. He's doing it beautifully at the moment. Looks like he's breathing a little bit heavy there as well. There's been a few twos in the last couple of overs.
Yeah, it's safe and it's working.
Much better line. A little bit quicker, that delivery. He can bowl 140 k's per hour plus. Forward Ali. Download the app. exchangeon.io, world's first arbitrage crypto exchange. He's found some pretty nice rhythm straight away, Forward Ali.
So Hassan Nawaz has got a lot of hitting potential, but somehow has got to convert it into consistency. And that can be tough for a young kid, because you want to overdo yourself at times. You want to press hard and make sure that you make the center stage of the newspapers and be the headline news, but it's just got to calm down a little bit. Can you do that, Martin?
Yeah, and that all comes with experience, doesn't it? The more you play, the more you understand your game. As we see one go down the leg side there from Kushal Mendis. As I was saying, the more he plays, the more he'll understand his game, the more he'll understand when he can attack, when he can defend, and when he can just work the ball around. And batting with Kushal Mendis here, the way he's going about it, he'll be able to use his experience to teach this young fella how to go about his batting, and especially in a tough situation like they're in now.
Oh, hang on a sec, there's a no ball. And there's also going to be a free hit. He's bowling mid 145s at the moment. How far over is he? It's fairly close. But you've got to get some part of that hill raised or landed behind the line. So free hits, a bowler's nightmare. And the captain's. What's he got up his sleeve? What's he going to try and do? Pace on, it's been drilled onto the onside, and he's got away with that, just a single.
For a big striker like Hassan Nawaz, rebuilding the innings in the middle phase can be a bit tough, because for Pakistan, he opened the innings in New Zealand, got a breathtaking 100 in one of the ODI games, and then nothing. So it was like 100 and not. 1-1, 41, none and 1 in 5 scores in T20.
2 balls left in this over. Slow ball that time. Just held the shot back a fraction as well. Guided it down for a single.
It's a great opportunity for Hassan Nawaz here, though, isn't it? A great opportunity to learn out in the middle as you're going. You know, his last 5 T20 scores, probably not what he would have wanted to produce, but you know, as I said, what a great opportunity here in front of your crowd here in Lahore, in your home country, to take Quetta to a win. He needs to find a way to work with Kushal Mendis in this partnership here to put up a big total.
So it's another good over. 9 runs from it, 66 for 4. Certainly a lot of trouble for the Gladiators after they were asked to bat at the start, but a little partnership building now. 22 off 14 deliveries. Mendes not out 35. He's played very well up until now. Asafridi into the attack. A couple of issues the last time we saw him in Karachi. Didn't quite find the rhythm that he normally operates in. He's normally a very reliable bowler. Is the outside edge just the one?
He's got to do that, just hit that good length. He's pretty tall, he can be accurate, doesn't need to do a lot of stuff here on the surface. 51 wickets in 35 games, 3 times he's taken 4 wickets, so on the day he can be a handful.
And he bowls a lot of tough overs too, doesn't he? He's bowled a lot in the power play, bowls a lot of the death. You know, he'll want that economy rate to come down a bit, but the times he bowls is very tough, and he's often bowling to guys that are in and going. So he's got a bright future ahead of him, Abbas Afridi.
Perfect line again. Don't forget to scan the QR code and download 𝐑𝐄 app and enter into the lucky draw. Get a chance to win a motorcycle at every match. Terms and conditions apply. Think about the Quetta Gladiators is they haven't played for a week and sitting on the sidelines watching quite a bit of the HBL PSL. The Karachi Kings have been busy again using that third man region. This is Karachi's first match outside of Karachi, where they won 3 at home.
It's a mosque next to the stadium. And practice facilities, the National Cricket Academy next door is a lovely practice area. There used to be a lot of restaurants. I think they've been shut down, I think. It's a newly constructed stadium.
Could be out. Picked him out perfectly, and that is gone. James Vincent has taken the catch. Shabazz into his first over. Picks up an important wicket and breaks that partnership at 25.
Not a great time to lose a wicket there for Quetta. Kushal Mendes, the man set, the man that was going strong, looking to go a little bit squarer than where the ball has ended up. More of a leading edge. And a pretty simple catch for James Vince down there and long on. David Warner very happy with that wicket. Happy to see the back of Kushal Mendes. Cards 36 off 22. Quetta in a spot above here, 69 for 5.
I think that's got to be put down to a fairly soft dismissal as well. We've seen quite a few over the last couple of days. The first 6 wickets that went down yesterday, I reckon half of them were soft dismissals, and we've seen a handful of them already today with the 5 that have gone down.
It's like handing them back the initiative. It's batting like a breeze. No problem whatsoever. Didn't really have to go for that aerial shot. It was a 50-50 shot. Didn't middle it, obviously wanted a more squarer shot for a 4 or a 6. Abbas picks up a wicket in his first over, does the job.
Waheem Ashraf now, 69 for 5. This is messy.
Lionel.
Righto, what can he do? Again, they need a stand. Need to start again and build a stand. Good solid drive down the ground. That's beautifully played. Right out of the screws, that one.
Yeah, he's got a lot of potential with the bat. He may have lost a bit of zip with the ball, but nothing wrong with that kind of start. He can pull the ball as well. Efficient, impactful at that position, and what a lovely shot.
Beautiful shot to get himself underway here. As a batter, you're always wanting those first up, aren't you, Ramiz? Lovely way to get off the mark there. And we can remember last year when he was with Islamabad United, he actually got the team out of a couple of sticky situations with the bat down the order. You know, he's got the potential and the game to be able to build an innings from anywhere.
And here's his chance. Got to play really well for his team here because they are in a lot of bother at the moment. 8 off the over, 74 for 5.
You take another look at the wicket here, straight away knowing he's not put that ball where he wanted to. And a very simple catch for James Vince. Unhappy with himself there, Kushal Mendes. He knew he had a big innings there, and he's thrown it away. Quetta now in a lot of bother, 74 for 5.
Look at those numbers for Hassan Ali. A couple of overs, 3 for 12. Picked up 2 wickets in his very first over. Outstanding work from him. One for Nabi in his first over, and also now Abbas in his first over. So really good returns from a couple of guys, but Hassan Ali, the star so far. Nabi again. A bit of flight.
This could be a good call, getting Nabi back into the action, because left-hander on strike, and Fahim possibly not as fluent against spin as he is against pace.
Quicker that time with the follow-up delivery. He thought he had half a chance with that one as well.
He's a smart bowler, Nabi, isn't he? Bit of flight first ball, get him pushing forward. Throw one in next ball a bit quicker, a bit flatter, and try and get him stuck on the back foot, as he did with Mark Chapman's dismissal. Fahim Ashraf was equal to the task, though.
Muttering to himself, Nawaz, waiting for Nabi to start his run up. Getting just enough purchase.
Problem now for Hassan Nawaz is that's an excellent second run. He wants to break free probably, because that's how he usually bats. But a wicket has gone down, couple of wickets have gone down, so you stutter a little bit in the mind. So whether to continue milking the singles, can I take that risk? Should I?
And that'll be tough for him as a young player, trying to find his game, trying to make his way in the game of cricket. To be able to have another Fahim Ashraf at the other end who's got a lot of experience, he can help him in that regard, and as he nudges one into the leg side for another single.
Just feel they need to play out 20 overs. There's a possibility if they amp it up, they may lose rhythm, more wickets, and it could be disastrous.
Yeah, if they continue at this rate, they'll get to 160. Half the side is out, though. That's their concern.
Oh, yes, boy.
Forward defence, nice solid forward defence. Viv looking on intently.
Oh, Nabi boy. Nabi boy.
Halfway mark, 78 for 5.
Quetta Gladiators in a strife. Captain winning the toss, electing to bowl first, and good to see the bowlers responding to the captain's call in a very good position. Karachi Kings.
Are they ever? Almost a carbon copy of the game last night. Wickets falling in the power play. Pitch just offered a little bit to the bowlers, but not so much that you would think The 78 for 5 is a worthy score. And the batting team, Quetta, who've lost 2 out of 3 games, finding themselves having to battle to make even a par score here. Sign up and use PayPack debit card to avail the best discount in Pakistan. True Pakistan go low moment. Oh, misfield. Shan Masood, who took the catch with the... Oh, that's going to be tight. Nawaz gets home with the dive. Shan, who took a catch at backward point in the John T. Rose position.
TV umpire to director.
A little bit of aid of his
we
chest.
We have umpire review for runouts. Can I have the side on angle,
Spilling
please?
that firm punch off the back foot from Hassan Nawaz.
They really had to go here. This is really close.
Keep
oh, he's
rolling.
all right, actually, because he just had a bit too much to do, the keeper. It was nearly a perfect throw. It's a yard out. And the distance, therefore, is
clearly grounded. When the bell is stalled, I'm ready to make my decision.
That would not have been good at this stage. 5 down in the 11th.
So what do we think, gents? Batter error for this score, 80 for 5.
What both the openers, one thought, they were indeterminate with their stroke making, not fully committed, and once you allow the bowlers to have their tail up, batting can be difficult for the middle orders, and that's what we saw.
Okay, that's interesting. So indeterminate, not irrational. Just didn't really commit to the shot. That's an interesting take on it, because we would say it was probably, I don't know what Butch would say, I might go more for bad shot selection, but now thinking about Finn Allen's shot, you're right, it was just a sort of half punch, wasn't it, rather than a full swing of the bat, which he's more famous for. And then the ball got big on 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇, didn't he? And he couldn't keep the cut shot down. And your verdict?
Well, I just think a little bit more care and attention was required when the ball was new, particularly against Hassan Ali. Think Tank looking very pensive there, as are the owners. Pretty enthralled still, though. The game is not done. There's always work to be done. 5 wickets left, best part of 10 overs to go. Nice straight bat from Fahim Ashraf. 81 for 5. Healthy amount of decent scoring overs. The 11 overs gone, but the wickets are killing them. Well, it's a bit of a lull in proceedings, and as a result of that, we'll have the Topal strategic timeout.
उसको आप लोगों ने बोलना है कि किसी शोर से बोलने के बताना चाहिए। Ladies, DJ, play the track. चैलेंज दिएगा आप लोग को कल। और आज कल कितने लोग जो है शो में जाके बताएं कितने लोग एक चैलेंज दिया था, उसमें ये था कि हम लोग दिल पाकिस्तान गाना शुरू करते हैं, तो बाकी का आगे की पार्ट होता है वो आप लोग खुद गाते हैं लेकिन जोर से गाते हैं। ठीक है जी, स्टार्ट मैं करूंगा, आगे कंटिन्यू आप लोग करेंगे। Are you guys ready? ऐसी ज़मीन और आसमां इनके सिवा जाना कहाँ बढ़ती रहे। दिल दिल जा जा दिल दिल जा जा दिल दिल जा जा दिल दिल जा जा पाकिस्तान। Are we ready? Here we go, come on! Let's go together! Look at the big screen. So countdown, 10, 9, 8.
End of the Tepal strategic timeout, 81 for 5, Quetta. Erin Holland is sideline for us. Who have you got, Erin?
Well, it's a very special day today because Quetta Gladiators kickstart their home season here at Gaddafi Stadium, and the owner of the team, Mr. Nadeem Omar, is alongside me. Nadeem, you've got a very beautiful jersey here. I'd love you to talk to me about it.
Yes. Aaron, thank you so very much. You interviewed me when we had won, and we had the same green jersey. We were coming back from Dubai, and hopefully this color or this coming home color would bring us some luck. At the moment, we need all the luck, and I'm very grateful to PCB and everybody, all the fans of Quetta. You know, they love to see us winning, and I hope, and hopefully, you know, with this green shirt and Lahore as our fan base, we will have more people from Lahore also rooting for us. So that's the concept, and then we have this green color for us.
It's looking an absolute pretty picture. Green in respect to Lahore and Gaddafi Stadium. This is where Quetta Gladiators will be spending their home season. So come down and join them and support them. Best of luck for the season, sir.
Thank you, Erin. Thank you very much.
Thanks to Erin and Nadeem Omar, owner of Quetta Gladiators. See, he had the pen in the top pocket, maybe looking for a couple of signings at the top of the order as Nabi gets us underway.
You could get that mentor out the box they've got sitting there. Fellow called Viv Richards, strap his pads on.
Good to see him out before the toss, looking as fit and strong as ever. Age shall not wither him, that is for sure. Right, Fahim Ashraf. Cool Nagar. Hassan Nawaz, who made a 44 ball 100 in Auckland. Fastest for Pakistan in T20s, have got some work to do. Really have got to get moving.
Well, dare one say it, they're going about it the right way. They're at least trying to get themselves in. They're both very, very good. I mean, if they put a partnership together, it'll result in something substantial. But they've got to hang on in there a while. There's a lot of this innings left.
Yeah, it's time for them to show their worth. Both have international experience, and they know how to handle the pressure.
Look your best this HBL PSL as J. is rewarding the best dressed spectator at every game with a luxurious J. gift hamper. Look at him. All fine and dandy. That's crunched away. Oh, it's found the gap. Wonderful pull shot. Rare error in length from Nabi.
He really is accurate and consistent. Oh, he's used the crease well there, the depth of it. Look how far his back foot crosses that return crease.
Great response from Nabi. End of the 12th, 87 for 5. Well, you'd imagine that if Nawaz and Fahim can take this partnership through to the 16th, 17th over, they may have laid themselves a platform to have a real go at those death overs. A lot of work to do between now and then. Fawad Ali.
Do you think that's the moment, over 16? Do you think that's what you bat for? You give yourself the last 4 to have a dip, try to keep a couple of wickets in hand for that. Well, ideally 5, of course, but so you sort of play, you still look to score, but you don't take undue risk while you've got 2 proper players in until then. Okay, that's interesting.
Throughout this PSL, what we have seen in the last 4 overs, they've been quite profitable for the batting sides, especially who are looking to set a total on the board. Now, Islamabad has prevailed so many times.
There are fans in Quetta Gladiators home game here in Lahore. 75% full last night. The Qalandars went down in a heap. Enjoying themselves as always here in the PSL. Oh, it's gone like a shot. Scorching turf through cover from Nawaz. He is a talent.
Yeah, he's looking to bowl with searing pace, hence there is no movement or wobble from the surface, and the pace is certainly helping. Nawaz there got top of the bounce, really tonked the ball into the gap.
That's such a modern thing to come at the ball like that and hit it square on the offside, a sort of front foot / cut thing. You've got your whole body weight going into the shot. You know, coaching in the old days, you'd have been told to have your back foot pointing, toes pointing to cover. You'd been taught to use the depth of the crease against that length of ball, but not now. They come at it and meet it. And the energy of the speed of the ball and the speed of the bat works in the batsman's favour as long as you get enough blade on it.
Another over ticks by. 93 for 5. Well, 6 runs from the 13th. Nabi has 1 for 18 from 3, miserly as ever. This partnership now worth 24 from 26.
Yeah, just to to give you a feel, if they score at 9 and over from now on in, they get 150 basically. 11 and over, 161. And I think anything over 160 is enough of a thing. Is enough of a score to bowl to.
Yeah, I mean, all of that is due dependent, isn't it? 160 if the conditions stay the same, you'd think is a good score. Crowd selfie moment with 𝐑𝐄 smartphone. I don't look very happy about it. Quetta fans, perhaps.
Talking about this partnership, which is of 26 from 29 deliveries, 50 more runs from this partnership will suffice as far as Quetta Gladiators is concerned.
Yeah, agreed. Amir. No need for them to fret just yet. Nabi again, ability to sort of change his release with that wide arcing, slightly low bowling arm. Master at changing flight and direction at the last second when he sees the batters move around the crease. Wonderful to be here in Lahore once again. Gorgeous architecture. And a real passion for the game of cricket. 14 overs gone, 96 for 5. David Warner perhaps sensing that Quetta Gladiators, Nawaz and Fahim are trying to build a partnership to have a go at the end, has decided to turn to his main strike bowler, Hassan Ali, who was so potent in the power play. 3 for 12 from 2. Thrown the ball to the man with the pirate hairstyle and said, get me a wicket right now. Now, 𝐑𝐄-𝐍𝐵𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 is live. If you see yourself on the big screen, show us your best dance moves and light up the stadium. One lucky dancer will win 𝐑𝐄 smartphone. Amir, I reckon you've got those guys covered.
Tell you what, those guys are a lot better than last night's guys.
Oh, that's nailed. Absolutely nailed. 100 comes up for Quetta Gladiators in style.
That's Fahim's preferred length. He's so effective square of the wicket on either side. That was a long hop and a slow one. Didn't come out right from the hand of the highest wicket taker of the tournament so far.
Certainly signs. Waqar Younis, we were on with earlier on in the piece, Mark, said that once the ball gets a little bit older, it doesn't have to be much past 6-7 overs old, that it comes onto the bat a bit better, doesn't grip as much. Tempted off-cutter from Hassan Ali, dragged down for sure, but Fahim Ashraf gave that the full treatment. I just think they're playing this perfectly at the moment. just as an illustration as to what happened when the ball was new. Hassan Ali at the top was irresistible. Bit of extra bounce. Got rid of 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇. Ali Rousseau rather contributed to his own downfall, picking the wrong length. Seam wobbling on the way down. Hassan Ali slamming the ball into the pitch. Wife and daughter happy, very happy with daddy's work today. Shot. That is glorious. One off the front foot, one off the back foot in the over from Fahim. Now a little bit.
And to see that length and hit the ball through extra cover.
Brian Lara played that, which he could. You'd say, see, that's why he's the best player in the world. What a shot.
That one's gone even further. Dropped in the crowd, and they are a long, long way back. This is just the sort of over that they were looking for. And now it's Quetta's turn to put the foot down and put pressure back on the opposition. 1-1-5 for 5.
"19 runs off that last over has given them a nice little spurt. 15 done, 115 for 5. They continue at this rate, they get to 153. Step on it a bit more and go to 11s from here, which will be some going. It'll go to 170, so they might be a little bit below that, but you never know. Another couple of overs like that, a couple of 19s, it'll really kick them in.
Well, they're both very much capable. There's no doubt in that. The only issue is they lose one wicket here, then everything drops down. So one of them got to be sensible. Timing again once into the gap. Vince using his football skills to stop that. Couple more runs for Hassan Nawaz and Quetta Gladiator. They're sitting quite comfortable now.
Quite casual that from James Vince. Did the job. Be a key player, that's for sure. One thing that the Karachi Kings will do is look after the power play when they're batting. They always do that. Leg side just moved around the crease, shy at the stumps. Would have been okay had there been some connection.
Yeah, plenty of celebrities have come around, support from either side, support for franchises. We've seen a few with similar outfits throughout the day, throughout the night rather. That's a good partnership. 49 of 40. You see demotion down the order for Hassan Nawaz, but it's come good with Fahim.
Brings up the 50 stand. Good work from these two guys. Exactly what they need at this stage. A couple of really handy partnerships, a couple of quick partnerships if possible. Just a reminder that KFC is awarding higher education scholarships to deserving students for every 6 hit during the HBL PSL 10. Great sponsorship that. Students will be delighted. Halfway through over number 16. Short arm jab really, went like a rocket down to Hassan Ali, and he does well.
Yeah, he's really played well, Hassan Nawaz. Not easy when your batting orders change. Obviously still very new on the bigger circuit. The only partnership in the innings has gone beyond 20 balls, and it's come in good time as well. both of them have played really smart cricket. Really smart cricket, and that's been important. They've put the bad balls away, but they've tucked it around for ones and twos. And similar in this over, 5 of the first 4.
It's fairly quiet though, the first 4. Need to get a boundary in front of these last 2 off the last one now.
Well, he's missed the opportunity, especially when third man and fine leg both inside the 30-yard circle. This was there to be put away. 166, I would say. If these two stays, it will be somewhere in between 160 to 170. That's my guess.
Can't afford a quiet over now, though. Only 5 from to the stage. They need a boundary for the last ball. Picked up beautifully. Has it gone all the way? Yes, it has, by some distance. That's a lovely way to finish the over, and not the greatest of lines. 126 for 5.
Yeah, there might be small pockets in the ground tonight, but this would have been 6 on any ground. Strays in line, and it's a beautiful pickup shot. Tell you what, Fahim Ashraf is playing a class knock here. Really good, doesn't try and overhit it, always looking to hit it high up, so very strong wrist work as well. And a really good hit. You asked for a boundary in that over, and he's gotten one of the last. Another big over to follow the previous one.
$30 runs off the last 2 overs. Shot that away. No run.
That was some shot. Last ball, previous over. Normally, Fahim Ashraf uses his back lift. His bat comes from nice and high. All he did is just a little flick. A strong wrist comes into play.
Another 6er. Another scholarship from KFC. Every time they hit a 6, there's a scholarship to a deserving student. Going to hit that one hard. You probably heard the call of 2 on the stump mics. They should be able to come back. They will do so comfortably. Good running. Good aggressive stuff at the moment.
Hassan Nawaz is a very fit individual. Given the opportunity down the order, he's batted at 3 so far in this tournament, and coming down the order, and he's played a very sensible knock. He hung around with his friends and made sure that he rotated the strike up, many 2s and singles.
Great shot over the top. No. Good catch. Comfortably taken. James Vince, he doesn't drop too many, that's for sure. And judged that beautifully, a bit of a smile on his face. Bowler is delighted he's picked up his first wicket. Fawad Ali, really good work from him. 146 k's per hour he's been bowling this over.
Yeah, he's been bowling serious heat. He wanted to get a little bit more elevation. He timed it well, but because he hit it so flat, and James Vince was waiting for it at the boundary, and youngster picking up his first wicket in the PSL T20 cricket. Hassan Nawaz gone for 35, 128 for 6.
The next batter we have, Wasim Junior.
59 off 47 was that partnership. Fawad Ali's first wicket at the right time. Quick delivery again first up.
Yeah, Vakar, you mentioned he's bowling with some steam, but he's bowled this beauty in the block hole and doesn't allow Hassan Nawaz to get under the ball. Now flatter hit, and it is the cause of the dismissal. He hails from your region, Vakar. Hassan Nawaz?
Yeah, he comes from South Punjab, near a place called Laiya, which is near Multan, a small town. He had a few injuries, knee injuries, and been out of cricket for good 1 year, but he worked so hard on his fitness.
Oh, tried to sneak under the bat, couldn't do so. Dug out at the last minute, coming back for 2 more.
And I also like Hassan Nawaz's fielding. His attitude in the field is amazing. Great hands, good throw, can put him at any place. Little unlucky, wanted a little bit more elevation.
Yeah, we are looking at his dismissal, but we're talking about him because he is a promising prospect for Pakistan. Scored a 46 ball 100 in New Zealand, beg your pardon, 44 ball.
A dot ball to finish from the 20-year-old. Terrific bowling. 131 for 6. Stuff from Fahim, not at 35 at the moment. He probably will be the contributor, and I guess that, or the main contributor for now, and I guess that he needs to make sure he's there right at the very end to push this score as high as possible. Run rate 7.7, 3 overs to go, 4 wickets in hand. Fahim is the key right now.
Couple of soft dismissal at the top, and then Kushal Mendes a decent knock, but couldn't really get on to just make 80 or 90. This is a pitch where once you get in, you should be able to bat through. Mir Hamza comes back, bowled 3 overs in the beginning, but 24, bowled quite nicely, swung the ball. What is he going to do at the end? His over is very, very important here for Karachi.
The left armers are so valuable at the top when they're swinging the ball. It's a different proposition for them when it's not swinging, so he's going to have to be his very best. I guess it's a pretty good time to come into the attack right now with Wasim Junior's just arrived. Long on has been moved from a mid-on position. Was clearly not happy with some of these placings at the moment, but now he seems to be okay. Good start to the over.
Yeah, Mir Hamza obviously bowls this. Hassan Ali's got one, and they've got a few options in their paces as well. Abbas Afridi, 3 overs, 22 for 1. Fawad Ali, I reckon, would probably bowl the next Hassan Ali to bowl out, but there were options. There's a discussion around Karachi Kings and the spin bowling department. All games so far they've gone with 4 frontline seamers.
Oh, dropped. Should have been taken. Shah Masood took a sharp catch in the gully. The first wicket to fall today. He should have snaffled that one.
Yeah, lower part of the bat, didn't middle it. He tried to hit it hard. He tried to muscle it. Didn't get it in the middle of the bat. Bat sort of twisting in his hand. Should have been taken. He's such a good fielder, Shah Masood.
That is a terrific delivery. Right underneath the bat. It's exactly what you've got to do at this stage.
Never mind if Shah Masood dropped, then that's what Mir Hamza will be saying right now. Next ball spot on. A perfect Yorker from that angle. And when you're looking to go for big shots, you've got no chance if you get the ball right there. Beauty. That's a beautiful delivery. Disappointment all around from the Quetta Gladiator fans. Sim Junior gone for 1. It's 131 for 7 now.
Absolutely ideal. Had no room to move. Couldn't get a clean swing of the bat. Change everything right at the last minute, and that ball just snuck through quite easily, as it turned out. Mohamed Amir now has arrived in the middle to do some batting. He's going to be a key bowler, of course, for the Gladiators. Swing the ball at the top, I would imagine, but he's got some batting to do. They haven't got a good enough score at this stage.
Well, he had a good outing against the same opposition the last game Quetta played, which is about a week ago, against Karachi, albeit in the losing cause, chasing 175. 30 off 16, hit 3 big hits, so he can hit it. And he's got 2.3 overs, about 15 legal deliveries. Field set behind square on the leg side and in front of the bat as well.
In the air and gone. Another one down. David Warner snaffles that quite comfortably. Viv can't believe what's happening in the middle.
Yeah, what is Quetta doing? I mean, Fahim Ashraf in such a good form. He's still out there, and they're just throwing their wickets from the other end. This was another very soft dismissal. Loose shot. All he needed to do is just rotate the strike, just push it in the gap and give strike back to that man Fahim. Warner picking that catch nicely, quite comfortable, no good. Sir Vivian Richard very unhappy. He hasn't had a great outing so far. Ahmed won without scoring, 131 for 8.
Too many of these soft dismissals, very similar soft dismissals today. Just picking out the fielders exactly like that. Hat-trick ball. Outside edge on the bounce. Not too far away from Mohamed Nabi in the gully.
Yeah, you can understand Sir Viv's shake of the head, really disappointed. Almost bizarre the way Quetta Gladiators have approached this. A couple of wickets. This was the first one. You miss, I hit, and this one Mohamed Amir almost catching practice to David Warner. On this stage with Fahim Ashraf down the other end, playing a beauty of an innings, knock it down and get him back on strike.
And a dot ball. Maiden over. A double wicket maiden. Unbelievable stuff at this stage. 131 for 8.
Okay, one, so it's all the और हनी मोहम्मद का यानी आपके सामने मुकाबला होने जा रहा है तो जिसका शोर ज्यादा होगा वो इसके बारे में
Minutes ago, they were 128 for 5. Suddenly they've tumbled to 131 for 8. Really has been a collapse here. Fahim not out 35. He's on strike now at least. Half a chance for him to get some runs, the Gladiators. Barsafridi, 1 for 22 so far in his 3 overs, about to start his last. Dot ball to start. That's now 7 dot balls in a row.
Magnificent over from Mir Hamza. Very sensible. Used the length quite nicely, picking up 2 wickets. 2 big wickets. Can Abbas pick up Fahim here?
slice that one over the top, and he picks up a boundary. That's how he needs to deal at the moment, Fahim.
Well, Fahim's got to face most of the remaining deliveries. He's got to make sure that he stays on the strike. Yeah, opening the blade at the right second and playing over third man, using the pace. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot.
First run in 9 balls. Played nicely, 3 4s, 3 6s. Fahim Ashraf, 39 now of 25. Opportunity to get some runs for the next 4 balls in this over also. As the work is done against the quicker bowlers in the HBL PSL. Strike rate of 162 against the spin. Slowed down a little bit today against them. Back past the bowler and 4 more. That's with great power.
Yeah, simple batting. Abbas changing the angle, going over the wicket to the left-hander Fahim Ashraf. That allowed him to free his arms. Because he was bowled in the arc, he had ample time to aim nice and straight and hit it for the full face of the blade. Class, that's a beauty.
Back-to-back boundaries, really good work. Be pretty happy the way things have gone. He wanted to get out of control the last minute here with a very big over. They got a double wicket maiden over number 18. That's quite extraordinary. This one's being hit a little bit at this stage. There's an edge, and what a catch. That is a magnificent grab. He's not the tallest, that's for sure, Tim Seifert, but he's taken a magnificent grab, diving full length. Brilliant stuff.
That ball was travelling quickly. Normally in the 19th over, you don't expect the ball to come that quickly. And Seifert was ready for anything. This ball flew off the bat, a little bit wide. It was a loose delivery. Played it late, tried to play it late, and watch that. One hell of a catch. Had to stretch to his left, long way and high and above his shoulder. What a catch. And that's 9th wicket now. They're losing wickets left, right and centre. A much of magnificent knock comes to an end. 139 for 9.
Extra spinner now with some batting to do. There's still a few balls to go here. Bro Ahmed, what can he do? It's smacked on the knee first up. What about this grab? This is extraordinary. Absolutely brilliant from Tim Seifert.
Watch this catch from any angle and you're going to love it. Played it late, and when a batter plays a little late, it becomes a double the pace which it normally comes. And Hassan Ali also enjoyed that.
I see Tim Seifert's reaction as well. He was pretty happy with himself taking that grab, and why wouldn't he be? That's a fine catch. Last ball of over number 19. Slower delivery. Worked away on the onside just for 1. A couple of boundaries, goes for 9 in the end. Good comeback, 140 for 9.
Okay, so coming back to you once again, everyone. जितने लोगों के दिल टूटे हैं, जिनकी वफाओं पे बसे रहे हैं, उनके लिए शेर है जी, मेरी कोई खता तो साबित कर। अगर कोई गिला है, तो गिला तो साबित कर। चलो हम बेवफा ही सही, तू अपनी वफा तो साबित कर।
We're talking about 10 minutes ago about maybe 160 being the total. They're 140 for 9 now. We've now got 6 balls remaining, that's all. Looked promising at the start of over number 15 and 16 was okay. 30 runs scored there, and then wickets tumbled after that. 3 for 31 for Hassan Ali. Back into the attack now to bowl his last. Can he pick up the final wicket to finish with 4 for? Dot ball to start with plenty of action from the batsman, but a dot ball in the end. Time for fans to enjoy some cricket with Pakistan's own brand, Tapal, the Tapal Tea Lounge. Tapal, the #1 tea brand of Pakistan. Another long-term sponsor with Pakistan cricket.
Again, Abrar sneak in a couple of boundaries here. Not in the gap. Played it nicely. Somehow, if Quetta can get to 150, which I doubt it, then you never know. We saw last night, even in the second inning, the ball got a little damp, but early on with the new ball, it wasn't that easy to bat.
On that point, no team in PSL history has defended a total of less than 148 in Lahore. That's gone straight up. Hassan Ali might pick up another wicket here. Is it going to be caught? No, he can't get there in time. Biles are lit up. It is going to be checked. Paul Rifle says, let's have a look upstairs.
TV umpire to director, we have an umpire review for run out. Can I have the stand-on angle, please,
Hassan
for
Ali
the
thinks
run
there
out?
might be a bit of a chance here.
Ball in the keeper hand, keep rolling, and you freeze here. The batter is well short of the crease when the wicket is broken. I'm ready to make my decision for the wrist pin.
He's not the only one. Television umpire also says that's out. So that's it. The innings is done. That is a real collapse.
Great presence of mind from Hassan Ali. He realized that he can't catch that ball, but he can run the batter out. Picked up nicely. This was in the air for a long period. It was first run was run quickly and then a little lazy, I thought. But look at that throw. Just on target, a perfect throw, and run out him right at the end. So Quetta losing their last wicket, 142. Might not be enough, but we definitely have game in hand.
And losing the last 5 wickets, just 14 runs. As I said, we were talking about 160, maybe 170 if they play really well at one stage, and then suddenly 5 wickets going down for just the 14 runs. And as we have a look at the card for the Quetta Gladiators, 36 to Mendes. That's the biggest meaningful score in the top batting lineup. 22 deliveries, 35 of 34 for Nawaz. Fahim played nice with his 43 of 27 and all out for 142. So there were 128 for 5 in 16 overs and 2 balls, and lost 5 for 14 to get all out for 142 in the end. Quick look at those partnerships. Go to Chapman and Mendes with 24, Nawaz and Mendes with 25. Stan, best partnership, Nawaz and Fahim, 59 off for 47. And that's where it finished quite abruptly.
Excellent bowling by Karachi. Mir Hamza up front and Hassan Ali. Hassan Ali definitely a pick of the bowler, picking up all 3 up front with the new ball. Nabi picking up a wicket and 2 for Abbas.
Righto, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Let's go downstairs in the meantime and join Aruj.
Yeah, thank you. I've got the speedster bowling with some pace, Fawad Ali, only young and 22. Pashto his first language, Urdu his second language, so we're going to try. Fawad, पहले आपने अपनी T20 की विकेट ली, कितना मजा आया?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। सबसे पहले तो मैं अल्लाह ताला का लाख लाख शुक्र अदा करता हूँ जिन्होंने मुझे इतना इज़्ज़त दी और पहला विकेट दिया, तो बहुत खुशी नहीं।
स्वाद से आपका ताल्लुक है, कराची किंग्स के टैलेंट हंट प्रोग्राम से आप आए, उस सफ़र के बारे में बताएं, किस तरह का रहा और कितना मज़ा आया उसमें?
इससे पहले तो मैं टेनिस बॉल क्रिकेट खेलता था, उधर कराची किंग का ट्रायल्स था, उधर ट्रायल्स दिया, तो उधर ट्रायल्स मैंने टॉप किया मसरूर भाई के साथ, फिर राब्ते में रहा और फिर कराची किंग वालों ने हमें कराची बुलाया। 3 महीने हमने उधर ट्रेनिंग की शाजिब भाई के साथ और मसरूर भाई के साथ राब्ते में रहे, तो सही था।
चलें, ये राब्ता तो बड़ा अच्छा काम आया आपके। ये बताएं कि बड़ी तेज़ गेंद की तकरीबन 90 माइल्स पर आवर, कौन से ऐसे बॉलर हैं पाकिस्तान के या बाहर के जो आपको इंस्पायर किया तेज़ बॉलिंग करने के लिए, किसको देखते हैं?
जब से क्रिकेट स्टार्ट किया तो मैं अपना आइडियल जो है ना वो शान टेट था। अभी देखिए हमारा कोच भी है, तो उनसे कुछ सीख रहा हूँ।
चलें, आज की परफॉर्मेंस के मुकाबले में आपको लगता है 142 आप लोग आसानी चेस कर लेंगे?
आसानी से चेस कर लेंगे क्योंकि हमारे साथ जो बैट्समैन है बहुत सही बैट्समैन है, तगड़ा बैट्समैन।
चलें फवाद, आपको बहुत बहुत मुबारक, आपसे बात करने में बहुत मजा आया। Go well in the second innings.
Thank you.
Yeah, a little bit nervous and a shy smile on his face. Very happy with his bowling performance. Obviously, he looks up to Sean Tate and bowled with some steam. He's confident his team can chase this down. But he did obviously say Karachi Kings Talent Hunt program. Mentioned a few coaches that have helped him along his journey through here. And he's quite enjoying this opportunity.
Aruz, thanks very much. Fawad Ali, 20 years of age, 146.4 Ks per hour at one stage today. Brilliant stuff. Did nice for 1 for 19. Match number 15, that's the story. Karachi Kings need 143 runs off 120 balls. No chance of rain, of course, in Lahore. Got to go at 7.15 runs per over.
Here, and then as soon as they're done rolling, let's get over and get in there. Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you.
Question. A couple of words.
Yeah, I can hear.
No, yeah, a couple of words for the mic.
A couple of words. Yeah. Can you hear?
कैसे बनाऊँ आपकी वीडियो? नहीं आता है।
Welcome back to Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore. Karachi Kings, then they've got a target which is a mild one considering this pitch offers so much for batting. 20 overs, RPO is 7.15.
Yeah, beautiful conditions out here at Gaddafi Stadium. Obviously 142 on the board. Not that many runs, Martin Guptill, in the scheme of things. And considering you've got an HBL PSL century to your name, you're the perfect person to talk about power hitting. Where did it go right? Where did it go wrong today?
Well, I guess look at from Quetta's perspective, they just didn't get guys in and have that first 10 overs be able to set up the innings and then be able to power hit towards the end. The only person that really got themselves in were 𝐄𝐍𝐆 and Fahim Ashraf towards the end, but they didn't have the base to be able to power hit and make the most of those last 5 overs.
Yeah, talking about conditions as well, there's not a breath of air down here, which means the dew might come in thick and fast. But at the moment, I can tell you, if you come down here, not much to speak of at the moment, but you just feel there's a little bit of moisture just starting to rise, and by the end of this innings, I feel like it could be like yesterday. Just think of it.
Yeah, it could very well be, which will play into Karachi's hands quite well with the ball coming on beautifully to the bat for them to be able to maybe power hit towards the end of the innings.
Well, it looks like they've stopped rolling, so let's make our way over to the wicket, because I want to put you to work. It is your first game, but, you know, we start you here thick and fast here. Power hitting, right? You were sensational at it, something you really built into your game as well as T20 cricket became more and more a format that you were playing. You know, walk us through what you've liked and what you haven't liked, and also what you did when you were playing.
Well, I guess for me, you know, it all starts with being still. If your head's moving all over the place, you don't have that solid base to be able to hit from, and you know, with all these different shots coming in, you know, the laps, the reverse laps and everything like that, you know, there's a lot more movement involved in those. But for me, when I was doing it, you know, I would set up, you know, relatively wide base, and then from there it was a small step and it was all in the hips, you know, as on Happy Gilmore, as you know, it's all in the hips. So, you know, high backlift, snap the hips through, and then follow through, and making sure that my head was still, my eyes were level, so that I could still see the ball.
And the only man to hit a 6 today was Fahim Ashraf. He really built into his innings beautifully. How did he manage to extricate the sixes on this wicket as the only person tonight?
Well, I guess first and foremost, he got the ball in the area so he could hit them. But he had a great hip snap. He you know, had a great base to start from, as you can see here. Ball coming through, snapping the hips beautifully there, and just a nice bat swing. You know, he's absolutely smoked that one. Great follow through, and the key there was a still head. You know, he didn't move his eye level at all. He was very still, was able to snap the hips through at the right time, make great contact, and ultimately got a great boundary away.
Do you premeditate as well? Because let's not forget, particularly when the fast bowlers are coming at 140 clicks plus, how on earth do you manage to have the presence of mind to make a shot selection decision and be able to play some of these power hits?
Well, I know we've done it for so long.
Not to pump your tyres up too much. Oh, I've done it for so long.
You know, we've all done it for so long. You know, we get the cues when we're in there, but, you know, for me, if I'm batting at the death, you know, I'm in that power position.
Give it a whip.
I'm in that power position ready to go, and I'll just react to what's coming. I'm looking for the ball here, but if it's here, I can react to it.
Did you watch it from the bowler's hand, or how did you like to read?
Well, if I didn't, I was going to get sconed, wasn't I? So, no, you've always got to watch it. But you get those cues, you know, that line, that length. You know, you're always wanting the ball here. I'm trying to hit back over the bowler's head. But if he does bowl straighter, wider, shorter, I'm in a position that I can still access all of those areas.
You know, when you have those gains and everything's just clicking for you, and you're seeing the balls like absolute beach balls, what was a certain kind of bowler, a certain style? What did you enjoy absolutely belting to all parts?
It was probably around that 130 to 135 km/h range. You know, enough pace on the ball to work with, but not so quick that I'm going to get hurried up. So I always want the ball here to be able to hit straight. And, you know, I was lucky enough in my career to get a few of those.
You're saying before that the usage of the hips is so important in power hitting as well, to generate that power no matter what size you are as a batter. How does someone like Rilee Rossouw go about it? He can be so damaging.
Oh, he can be, and he played a couple of shots today that were fantastic. One in particular here, as we can see, you know, it's that same sort of thing. From the feed up, he snapped those hips through beautifully, and, you know, what a fantastic shot that was, and he absolutely smoked it for 4. But it all comes from that base first. I can't really do it left-handed, but you know, he got into that position and he was able to snap through and then follow through and hit the ball where he wanted.
What was your favourite areas as well? Where did you like to punish the bowlers?
Straight back over their head. It sent a message to them, a big statement, and they didn't really enjoy that.
Do you like to hold the stance? Well, you used to eyeball them. I just remember watching you go.
It wasn't intentional.
Oh,
it just
yeah, right.
sort of happened.
I tell you what, really appreciate that. Hope you all enjoyed that at home as well. Any little budding batters, one of the best, Marty Guptill, with an HBL PSL century to his name. Thank you so much, and welcome to the team. Can't wait.
Good job done, guys. Spectacular Martin Guptill there, letting us know the importance of pace and following through. What a striker he was. And what a striker he is on the screen. David Warner, 2 umpires out there. Played a tough innings on a tough pitch in Karachi. It was a match-winning innings, so coming out here, this should feel a lot easier for him. It's a good pitch, and it's a target that can be tracked down. Wickets in hand is the way to go. Target 143 and RPO 7.15. Good evening, Amir.
Good evening. Hasn't been a good evening for Quetta Gladiators. Once again, failed to put a big total on the board. Top order batsman struggling again on a pitch which didn't have many gremlins. But it should be easy for these two guys. The ball is coming onto the bat. Yes, it'll swing for a couple of overs, and if they can deal with that period, and then they can really express themselves. Both are aggressors.
Yeah, his numbers are not yet great. 6 matches HBL PSL and 106 with a 50. Probably a right-hander, Warner, Tim Seifert. Absolutely can maul any fast bowling, any bowling on the day. Mohammad Amir, he's quite a clever operator. May not have the pace, but he'll hit the length, and he seems to pre-read the mind of a batsman. I think that is where he's been very clever.
It comes with experience, and he's got plenty of experience playing international cricket, league cricket. He knows how to go about the job, and this pitch with the newish ball will offer something to him. But off late he's been relying on those slow deliveries. I don't know how many he's looking to bowl tonight.
Change of kit for Quetta Gladiators. Hopefully will bring them change of luck. He'll probably be standing out of the crease so that he can get to the ball a little quicker, make his own length. So that could be the idea. Maybe not get leg before wicket. Here we go then. Oh. That only Warner can do. A smash over the infield for 4. What a beginning.
Absolutely brilliant, David Warner. And this was the main reason why he was batting out of the crease. He wanted those half volleys. He wanted to hit the first one over mid-off with a good result. Pressure straight away on the left armour.
It's just a fine line. Had he missed that and got bowled, would have been cribbing and cursing the wisdom of such a strike, but when it comes off, it looks absolutely brilliant.
But with that stroke, he's been able to force Mohammad Amir outside the off stump. And he loves room outside the off stump. That was the main thinking behind that aggression from David Warner.
When you're chasing down 140 odd, all you need is a decent 1.5 kind of a partnership. A Jazz Cash recharge. So keep on recharging. You can win an electric SUV. So half a decent partnership can get them home.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Now, you being the opener, you've been faced with such a situation so many times. One, you're looking to chase down a small total. Quick 540 can really dent the opposition.
And chance at mid-on, and he's taken at mid-on. Riley Russo there with a nice low catch. Warner is dismissed.
Now that's experience for you. He was looking for room outside the off stump, and Mohammed Amir denied it. Tucked him up. That line didn't allow Warner to free his arms. Mishit the ball straight to the fielder, who made no mistake. Looking for early breakthrough, Quetta Gladiators, they got it in shape of Warner, who goes back for 4. It's 4 for 1.
James Finn's potential to hit the opposition out of the attack. Gets one on the pads and he's off the mark straight away.
Which kept on coming in, and he wasn't able to free his arms, hence a wicket. There was a significant movement in the air for the left armour. That helped his cause, actually.
Nicely bowled and nicely played, and it's 6 for 1. Warner has created a bit of a ripple in the lineup. They were expecting so much from the captain. He faltered and left early in the piece, only for 4.
But Vince is an ideal batter to bat at number 3. You know, when things are turbulent and choppy, he can hold the helm. James Vince, and we have seen it quite a few times already in HBL PSL.
𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 has the ball. Bowler with potential. I think you've got to keep on hitting that length. On a surface like this, look to bowl a straight line and hope that the ball will do something.
Especially with the fact there is a bit of grass available on the pitch for these guys, and also under lights, the white ball does do something first couple of overs.
It's the world of electric cars. BYD leads the world in new energy vehicles, and PSL leads the game in talent. It's a nice marriage. BYD is giving away BYD Seal as prize of the player of the tournament. Keep watching HBL PSL, because player of the tournament will be announced at the finals. Yeah, a little bit of width. He wants a little bit of width, that angle. Seifert.
Now he's an aggressor. He's one player who doesn't need a bad delivery to score his runs. Such an improviser. Moves quite well in the crease.
Plays it away in the vacant area through the leg side for a couple of runs. Actually, you don't need a lot of effort, a lot of drama. What you need as a batting unit is to stay out there, get a couple of partnerships and see off this challenge.
Yeah, easy does it. It's not an imposing total. They're looking to chase down. After a couple of overs, the ball is going to settle nicely for the batters. And then they can really express themselves. Just get the mayor of the pitch.
Oh, there's that big shot. It is a huge six. Picked the links so early, in position early, and smashed it for a great six.
That is quite deflating for a bowler. Who's running in, bending his back, changed the length on that occasion, and treated like this, with disdain, and without any respect.
Can never predict a mind of a hitter like Seifert in T20 cricket. He may go again. He may go again. This time he blocks. And so it's 14 for 1. So trying to defend 142, Quetta Gladiators really will have to bowl splendidly well right throughout the innings to win this one.
And they need luck. A bundle of wickets here.
You may just ask Mohammad Amir to go for his full 4 overs. Warner there started off in this fashion. First ball, 4 3-out swingers, and then followed Warner with a very tight angle. Caught at mid-on.
Yeah, he has sacrificed a lot of pace just to be able to get that swing. And it's working well for Mohammad Amir.
Yeah, stat for you guys. No team in HBL PSL history has defended a total of less than 148 in Lahore. So the odds are stacked against Quetta Gladiators, but things can happen. This is a different pitch. Who knows, couple of wickets and you just get Karachi Kings under a bit of pressure. You got to think out of the box as a leader. Involve your best bets up front, because wickets are going to seal the deal.
Yeah, I'm with you. Totally with you. If you have a premier bowler in Mohammad Amir and you're looking for wickets, then have him bowl 4 overs on the trot. No point keeping his overs, and especially with the fact he's getting something in the air and also off the surface. And that's what he's explaining. He was looking to play the ball over mid-off, but it swung a lot. Tucked him up, and that's why the ball went to mid-on.
I like the expressions from Sean Tate. Very flat face he had. Trying to explain batting to a fast bowler can be a bit tough. 4 dots. Every swing in power play. Lahore 1.3 degrees. This pitch has something in it for the Pacers. Trying to work the field on the offside. Mohammad Amir adjusting the short third fielder. And is hit hard through the offside for 4. Easily done by James Vince. He's such a good timer of the ball. Once again, minimum of effort and plenty of good result.
Did Mohammad Amir try to bring the ball back into the stumps? That's why he changed the line, but set up nicely for James Vince to punch it through extra cover. First boundary for him.
Changing the angle round the stumps now to the right-hander. Mid-off comes just a little bit straighter, so Vince should be looking at this effort from Mohammad Amir as if he's a right-armer. Top edge is it for 6. Has it gone all the way? It's hit the side screen on the full. So after a decent first few deliveries, 4 and a 6 to end the over, 24 for 1.
Didn't bounce that much. Mohammad Amir dragged it back. He was hoping for the ball to rear up. Wasn't the case, but a good result for James Vince. Went a long way, that top edge.
Single of the first ball of the over. J. super over. Starts out with a slow ball and then misses the stumps. It's third try, and from 10 yards he hits the stumps. Picks up a hamper, J. hamper.
Well, at the moment, Quetta Gladiators, they're looking for that super over, where a bowler is able to strike a few times.
Bowled decently in a test series in South Africa, bowled the old ball really smartly. Moves away from the crease, and so he creates that awkward angle when he's seaming the ball away from the right-handers. Well stopped. Really is well fielded. Stopped at least 3.
You're talking about Khurram as a fast bowler. A good fielding by Fahim Ashraf. He can really do a very nice holding job. When it comes to becoming a strike bowler, he's kind of hesitant, isn't he? He hasn't stepped up to become a frontline bowler or a match winner.
Got to think aggressively, I guess. Got to think wickets. We are in the Pepsi power play. And Karachi Kings are now once again back on the track. Oh, pull shot. He likes that length, and that's absolutely gone. Nailed it. Hit the fence in a matter of seconds.
It's the pressure of this format, where bowler keep on thinking about changing their lines and lengths to be able to avoid those boundaries, but in the process they do falter. They give opportunities to the batters to score freely.
And gets it past the infield for more runs. This time through the offside. Shakil will give up the chase. Didn't really come off the middle of the bat, but because of the high lift and the body moving into that shot, he was able to really play that shot. Earns him a 4.
Yeah, the outfield is so well camped. Have a look. The ball was in middle. Outside half of the bat, no power behind it, but this outfield is lightning quick. Took the ball to the boundary line.
Yeah, scooped it in the air. More like a hockey scoop. Going at a very good pace now. 34 for 1 in 3.5. Makes rooms. Gets it past the infield for 4. This is excellent batting from Seifert. He's not letting him to settle down, and that's his forte. Aggression and placement. And it's 38 for 1.
Yeah, this is the problem. When you overthink, you miss the lines and lengths as a bowler. The previous one was half tracker and then a juicy full toss outside the off stump.
Karachi Kings need another 1 of 5 of 96 balls to win. Abrar Ahmed Kenny create a little bit of doubt in the mind of the batters. Bit of mystery, accuracy, and bit of drama. And we all wait once he picks up a wicket whether he'll have that celebrations where he bids goodbye to the batsman, and well, he's off the mark. First ball hits the pad. James Vince is not convinced. I think he's probably missing the stumps down the leg side. It's been given out by the on-field umpire.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. I have checked feet is a fair delivery. Front on spin vision, please. Keep rolling nice and slow. Rolling through. Rolling through. Appears to be no bat involved. Roll back, please. One more time, please. Roll back. One more time, please. And roll forward, please. Roll forward. It's a clearly gap between bat and ball. The ball tracking when you're ready, please. On-field decision is out. Pitching in line, impact, umpire call, wicket missing. Go to on-field umpire.
Wickets missing. Paul Rifle, affectionately known as Pistol, has misfired.
Stand by. No spin, yeah.
Yeah, some umpires, they like to give advantage to the batters, some likes to go with the bowlers, and he's one who likes to give advantage to the bowlers, which is not a bad thing.
Not picking it. Once again targeting the stumps away towards that middle and leg. I think the idea is not to allow him any width through the offside. I think the field has got to come in. Allowed him an easy passage to the non-strikers in. Leading run scorer and leading wicket taker of HBL PSL will get a complete solar system For Izaz from Inverix Solar Energy, best batter Hanif Mohammad cap and best bowler Fazal Mahmood cap. Hassan Ali has got the most wickets. 13 wickets for Hassan Ali. Sahibzada Farhan with most runs at this stage of HBL PSL. Works it away for a run, and after 5, Kings 41 for 1.
Karachi Kings and 𝐄𝐍𝐵𝐄 142 runs. So,
Mohamed Douasim, he's got some wheels, I'll tell you. Best of 4 for 31 in a T20 career, and he comes now. And a nice steady start, hitting the pitch around about a good length. The Quetta Gladiators need a wicket here. This pair have just begun to settle. Partnership worth 37 in 27 balls. Remember, they're defending a low score, just another 102 needed and plenty of time. It's a great stop. Finn Allen is the guy out at third man who covered the ground so quickly. Who hit the slowest HBL PSL century? Can't imagine it's any of those guys, really. Anyway, A, B, C or D? Jazz fan pulse confounding me for sure.
Good stuff from Wasim Jr. Almost exactly the right guy to be bowling at the moment, because he'll be very direct. He'll bowl with some good pace as well. 142 k's per hour that last delivery. James Vince just seems just a little bit relaxed right now. He's going to be such a key player. He's played so well so far in this edition of the HBL PSL. Vince, with Warden not there, he's got to steer the ship a bit.
See, I do know what you mean, even though that's a pretty special shot. I do know what you mean. He does look quite relaxed, even by his standards. I mean, he's a guy with a lot of time to play. I don't mind admitting, one of my favourite players. And, you know, it's strokes like that are so thrilling. It makes it look absurdly easy.
You just see there from the fielder, the dive and the skid. The dew has started to take effect out there. That ball is coming on nicely. That's such a good shot. Such a good shot. Back foot punch through mid-on.
Oh, and that's a ripper. How about those two back-to-back and 180 degrees separated?
Just a prime example from James Vince now of the extra time he has. 138 k's per hour, and he plays him like a medium pacer. Just rocks back onto that back foot. Hardly moves, no trigger movements, rocks back, transfer the weight, just slaps it back to the square for 4. Beautifully played.
$51 for 1.
Well, the power play has not gone the way of the Gladiators. They needed wickets, at least 2, preferably 3. What we've seen instead is the ball finding the boundary, not always off the middle of the bat, but often enough. The Gladiators are on the back foot, the Kings are on the march.
142, you can't imagine it's enough. I mean, that isn't to say that Karachi can't blow it. Of course they can. Teams in this format do, and if a panic should set in. Power play's over. Abra here with his tricks. Very impressed with him when I saw him at the start of the tournament. He's got a calm head too. You need a bit of courage and a bit of love if you're a spin bowler in this format, particularly with the boundaries and the bats and the upper body strength.
There's no doubt this dew is taking effect now. Abra Ahmed is working hard to try and keep this ball as dry as it possibly can be. Partnership 48 at the moment. Lies so heavily, Abra Ahmed, with the good grip, with the wrist spin and also the finger spin that he does bowl as well. He's known as what's called a mystery spinner.
No, he actually, I know the dew's bad, by the way, but he hasn't done as much drying of the ball as so that's run the whole way along the ground, and he isn't using a little cloth to dry it at all. So maybe at the moment it's not as bad as it was last night. Lutlow strong partnership, and it is one. 50 from 36 balls, 26 of them to Vince, 24 to Seifert. Fans enjoying the match with Pakistan's own tea brand. Some garam garam chai. I've never had a cup.
Well, now's as good a time and place to start.
I think we better get some for you. To power to you, it's a wonderful drop. 56 for 1.
का मुकाबला होगा हनीफ मोहम्मद इंदोरिया और इम्तियाज अहमद इंदोरिया के साथ। क्या आप लोग तैयार हैं? लेकिन सबसे पहले सईद अहमद इंदोरिया और मोहम्मद इंदोरिया 1, 2 and 3.
Pink and lilac are two chosen graph colours today. Karachi in the pink with their score at the moment, 56 for 1. Needing another 87 from 78 balls. James Vince out there going very well with Tim Seifert and Fahim Ashraf coming into the attack.
They're going to look to break this partnership as soon as they possibly can. I think 52 off 38. These two guys are steaming right now. Fahim's one of those guys who, upon being introduced, can turn things around. You know, reasonable outing with the bat earlier.
Oh, Tim Seifert's given that plenty. He's got a bit of Faf du Plessis going on in his back lift, hasn't he? And Faf plays that shot very well too.
Yeah, slaps it on top of the bounce through extra cover. And from a similar sort of length, will pick it up wide of mid-on and try and hit it for 6 in that direction. It's just coming on beautifully now, and they are cracking it away. And looking at the field out there, Gladiators are waiting on a mistake. 3 men back on the fence on the leg side. There's no real attacking fielder there at all.
If they get up tonight, which looks like it could well with the case, Karachi still some way to go. 82 required from 76. They'll then go to 8 points, which will be just 2 away from the leaders.
No ball called, which gives James Vince a free hit here. Vince's record in T20 cricket's remarkable. He's made nearly 12,000 runs, which is the third most in the world after Jos Buttler and Alex Hales. Yep, that's a no ball, all right. Krul on bowlers. And that's really well bowled. Got it right up in the block hole, made it hard for Vince to get under the ball. And they get away with a single from the freebie. They're just finishing up on his record. I mean, it's incredible. 12,000 runs. I mean, he first played for Hampshire in 2010. We're back to this one. Jazz Fanpal's question. Which team had the most century makers in a season? Zalmi Sultans, Qalandars, Islamabad United. That is a shot. Don't worry about that. That is drilled flat, travelling from back like a shell from a gun of sorts.
Yep, just a quick fiddle with the gloves. No real fuss here from Seifert. Front foot goes outside the line of leg stump to allow as much bat swing and momentum to come through and slap it over mid-off. It's coming on so nicely now. This is like shooting fish in a barrel.
He's flying at the moment too, Seifert. Strike rate of 200, 34 off 17, 1-6 and 5-4, striking the ball absolutely beautifully.
Well, the man back's going to have to travel, does well. But Seifert sending a message to Kane Williamson here. You might have flown halfway across the world, but you're not walking into this team.
There's some overseas batting that the Karachi Kings have got in their ranks now. Nice little livener for those that are incumbent in the position. Kane Williamson waiting.
What a sound the ball is making off the bat at the moment. It's just the sweetest sound. Properly clean ball striking. And already they're all but halfway there.
Strike rate, the batting strike rate, 229. The short deliveries, the ones that are getting pasted, those pulsing blue balls, the boundaries.
Goodness me, that's just physical strength, that one. Don't worry about the timing. Just throw your strong upper body at it. Keep the hands going through the ball. Enviable ball striking. 8 gone, 75 for 1.
Oh, that's just a great shot. Really is a wonderful stroke. No movement whatsoever from the feet. No triggers, just full confidence that he can get after Fahim Ashraf. 19 runs off that over, and that last ball he was so determined to make that travel, and it did.
.68 from 72 now, the equation. It's the sort of shot from that last ball that you would not have got away with in the first innings. The dew has come down now, and this pitch is now an absolute road.
I mentioned that if they get 2 points here, they're only 2 points away from the leaders, but they're on the charge now also to improve their net run rate quite dramatically. Got a real chance now. That's what they need to do, the Karachi Kings, get that up.
Saad Shakil into the attack in place of Babra. Oh, put it down. A difficult chance. Riley Rousseau got a really strong hand on it, but it was hit firmly by James Vince and burst through that hand.
He's just having a miserable time of it at the moment, Riley Rousseau, with the bat captaincy when he's had it, and now his hands let him down as well. That would have been such a James Vince way to have got out, wouldn't it? Having played so beautifully, looked in no trouble whatsoever, almost picked out extra cover.
with that net run rate for Karachi. Look at it, it's minus 0.215. That's why they're on the charge now, to try and get that up as much as they possibly can.
Oh, that one's out. Vincey's picked him out and he's caught it this time. And that is massively disappointing. Vince slashes his bat away in disgust, but it's only his own fault.
Well, I just mentioned that it would have been such a James Vince way to get out the previous delivery that he faced. And he gave Riley Rousseau another chance, who gratefully clings on. He almost spilt that one. Vince can only despair. It was a bit of average cricket all round, really. But the end result is that Vince goes for 30 from 29, 77 for 2.
I'll be interested to see how this settles. I think you're right, Butch. Just didn't hit that hand all that comfortably. Riley Rousseau just sort of bobbled around, I think, a little bit at the last minute. Let's have a close look at this. Oh, no, not too bad. Almost just a little bit of an ice cream at the top.
Shan Masood brought into the side, and a heck of a player on the back of James Vince's wicket. So the Saud Shakil move has worked. Vince could resist all but temptation, as has been a storyline that's followed his career around, rather.
Right, a glimmer of a chance for the Gladiators. Got to try and apply some pressure to Shan Masood here. Try and pick up a couple of wickets in quick succession, cause a bit of panic in the dressing room of the Karachi Kings.
And keep Seifert off strike, if they can.
Yeah, Shan Masood, good player, just signed a big deal with Leicestershire, actually, to go and play county cricket when this tournament's over. It's 78 for 2. So that's the one that goes down, about which he's furious, and that's the one that makes up for it soon after. He's a really good catcher of a cricket ball. It's always a surprise to see him shell it, but as Mark Butcher's pointed out, he's had a rough time of it late. We saw him in SA20 when he was as out of nick as I've ever seen him with the bat, and a rough time as captain. Let's after this ball.
Downstairs to Arouge.
Yeah, we continue to celebrate our Hamare heroes with homage appliances. Now I've got Abdullah Salman with me. He wasn't playing with toy cars at the age of 12. He was building telescopes, Pakistan's youngest astronomer. ये शौक कहाँ से पैदा हुआ? लोग बच्चे गाड़ियों से खेलते हैं, आप टेलीस्कोप बना रहे थे?
मैम एक्चुअली बचपन से ही एस्ट्रोनॉमी का शौक पैदा हुआ. जब मैं 4th ग्रेड में था, मैंने अपनी सोशल स्टडीज़ बुक के अंदर प्लैनेट स्टार्स के बारे में पढ़ा. सो दैट वाज अ टाइम जब मुझमें क्यूरियोसिटी पैदा हुई कि मैं भी इनके बारे में और डिटेल में पढूं. फादर का मोबाइल लेकर मैं डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज देखना शुरू की, आर्टिकल्स पढ़ना शुरू किए, तो बस शौक पैदा हो गया, एक पैशन पैदा हो गया एस्ट्रोनॉमी के लिए. और फिर उसके बाद जब मैंने काफ़ी पढ़ लिया तो मैंने सोचा कि अब इनको ऑब्जर्व भी करूं. फिर एट द एज ऑफ 12 आई मेड माय ओन टेलीस्कोप और मैंने ऑब्जर्वेशन स्टार्ट की while living in a village.
That is absolutely brilliant. I read somewhere that you also got a record for discovering a provisional. आपने एस्ट्रॉइड भी डिस्कवर किया था पाकिस्तान से बैठ के नासा के लिए?
Yes, ma'am. So actually it was a search campaign जिसमें हमने एस्ट्रॉइड सर्च कैंपेन और नासा के थ्रू with a team of 4 people हमने एक एस्ट्रॉइड डिस्कवर किया था while living in a village Pansra. So that was a provisional level discovery और वो एस्ट्रॉइड डिस्कवरी उस टाइम 2022 में एक थी.
ये बताएं तो अब तोहफे में बर्थडे प्रेजेंट पे क्या अम्मी अबू गिज़मोज़ और गैजेट्स देते हैं कि तोहफे में क्या मिलता है?
मैम तोहफे में बस देख लें, एक्चुअली जो मेरा वर्क देख रहे हैं वो, तो साथ ही साथ मुझे काफ़ी अप्रिसिएशन मिली है एंड बर्थडे प्रेजेंट पे आई थिंक अप्रिसिएशन ही मिली बहुत है और फ्यूचर भी यही।
चलें, स्टिल ओनली 18, अल्टीमेट गोल क्या है? कहाँ नासा में काम करना चाह रहे हैं?
इंशाल्लाह मैम, आई वांट माय कंट्री टू स्टैंड एट द नेक्स्ट लेवल इन द फील्ड ऑफ एस्ट्रोनॉमी। मेरा ख्वाब है कि मैं एस्ट्रोफिजिसिस्ट बनूं, एक नेक्स्ट लेवल पर रिसर्च करूं, जैसे कि हम आउटरीच करके और लोगों को बता रहे हैं, और हर बच्चे को इसके बारे में पता होना चाहिए। सो दैट्स माय मेन गोल कि हम एस्ट्रोफिजिसिस्ट बनें।
चलें, आपसे मिलकर बहुत ही मज़ा आया। मैनी कांग्रेचुलेशन। हम भी दुआ करते हैं कि आपका ख्वाब पूरा हो। जाते जाते ये हमारे हीरोज़ का शर्ट प्लीज साइन करते हुए जाएं।
Our HBL PSL Hammer Hero powered by Homage Appliances. Remarkable brain on that fellow is my guess.
Well, it's not rocket science, is it? Or perhaps it is.
Exactly. 61 needed from 62. Back to reality. No run there. Ooh, they only need a lazy moment or two to get a dressing room panicking. Stay in, you win the game easy.
Well, now there's only 4 runs off this over. So suddenly things tighten up like this. A couple of balls wrap you on the pad. Cause a little bit of concern for your partner. Things can get a little bit different. 6 balls for just a couple at the moment, Shah Masood.
And some electric fielding to put a halt to any sneaky run. 82 for 2 from 10.
Yeah. 61 of 60. Couple of hiccups in the previous over. Saiful was almost run out. Shan Masood seems a little nervous out there. Hasn't got going yet. He's faced 5 deliveries for his 2. Current run rate is 8.16. So it's not much needed. So Chan can just calm down a little bit. He's got no interest in calming down. This is beautifully hit. He came down the pitch and smoked it over mid-wicket for 4 more, Aruj.
Yeah, he played the first 2, missed out on the next 3 for Karachi Kings, and been sitting on the bench. And a comfortable position his side, and he plays in his favoured area as well. Nicely timed pick-up shot for 4.
Well, this boundary will definitely comfort him. First few deliveries, very nervous, playing reverse sweep. It's outside the line, can't be given out.
He does have this uncanny knack of every now and then going for that reverse, especially when he plays so well down the ground. Captain in discussion, and the captain sends us upstairs. Let's have a look.
TV Empire 2 Director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. I have checked feet is a fair delivery. Front on spin vision, please. Keep rolling. Roll back, please. Roll back. Ball very close to the gloves. Confirm it from multi, please. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Up to the pad, please. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Satisfied, no bat involved. Ball taking when you're ready, please. Original decision is not out. Pitching or short off. Impact outside. Impact outside. Go to on-field umpire. Paul, stay with original not out decision. Stand by. You on screen, make your signal.
Yeah, great decision on field as well. The amount of discussion that Saud was, it was almost trying to convince the others while I'm skip, I'm going to take this. I'm rolling my arm over as well. To the naked eye, Vakar, you saw it as well. Didn't look out, did it?
I think when he took that review, he was hoping against the hope that this might have just hit him inside the line, but it wasn't. Yeah, that was poor. That's not good delivery. You mentioned Shan Masood, been in and out of the team. He hasn't played, missed out in the last couple of matches. And he's kind of character, he needs runs to feel good about himself. And at the still, I mean, he's faced 10 deliveries. He's still nervous, still looking for those cheeky singles. What you don't want is to get him ciphered out, run out or something.
Yeah, absolutely agree with 54 or 55 now. It is at a run of ball, especially when you've got Seifert set at 45 of 23 at the other end. And the winner of the Parkview City free hit for fans contest, in amongst the draw for the house, Ali Raza. Match number 14.
It's not the same Ali Raza who bowled quite quickly yesterday. No.
No, we aren't allowed to play.
You never know. You never know.
No, they aren't allowed to play, Wakar. We're not allowed to play either. He's very lucky he's not gone for a boundary there, Saud Shakil. 11 done, it's 89 for 2.
Thank you so much for coming and joining us with us in our stadium score for को प्यार देने के लिए बहुत शुक्रिया। अब बीजेपी का नाम बताओ कि जिससे सब लोग जुड़े मजबूर हो जाएं।
Well, it might be neck and neck, but the difference is Quetta at this point had lost 5. 81 for 5. Karachi ahead on runs. More importantly, 8 wickets in the hut. In all games, Karachi has won. One of their top order has scored. Win scored 170 earlier on. David Warren in the game that they won in Karachi scored runs up the order, 60 odd. And now again, get them in a comfortable position. And Seifert with 46.
Well, the best of the knock came from James Vince in the first game when he scored that 100. They were down and out and played superbly. Still not getting bat on ball. He's struggling against a good pace, and Junior is producing some good pace. Tapal tea moment. Rooj, that's your favorite one.
Yeah, the pace in here is pretty good as well. The pace, the taste, fans line up for getting a spot in the Tapal Tea Lounge. Pakistan's finest. He's played 2 seasons in the HBL PSL, Tim Seifert. Don't want to jinx it, but he's 3 shy of his first in this franchise tournament, his first 50.
Wouldn't be a bad idea for Junior to go round the wicket and bring the ball into him. Because from this angle, he'll be struggling to get the LBW. He's hit Shan Masood on a couple of occasions from that angle. That means he's generating pace, and Shan Masood is struggling against his pace. To get LBW, he's got to come round the wicket and just create that angle and bowl quickly. Because against the pace, the bat is not really coming down on time from Shan Masood.
Big shot. But does it get the distance? Doesn't. Riley Rousseau with another catch. Tim Seifert remains 3 shy of his half century. And Karachi lose their third.
There might be a little twist here. They're in control, but this wicket might just make Quetta think that they can bounce back. Was wanted to go where he hit it, but didn't get it in the middle of the bat. It's Riley Rousseau everywhere. He dropped one, he picked up 2 catches now. That's a big wicket. Run rate required 6.12. Can there be a change? Seifert gone for 47, 93 for 3 now, Karachi.
He's hitting his high on the splice. Skiddy and with pace, Wasim Jr. gets into a bit of an awkward position. Tim Seifert on that back, trying to force it down long on. Umair bin Yusuf makes his Karachi Kings debut and gets an outing. You'd imagine in a bit of a comfortable position, giving the balls and the runs ratio. Brilliant. Bowling with his tail up as well. 145 clicks to end the over. 12 done is 93 for 3.
QR कोड आएगा, उसको स्कैन करना है, एप्लीकेशन को डाउनलोड करना है और लर्निंग ड्रॉ में शामिल हो जाना है। आप भी जीत सकते हैं ये ब्रांड न्यू
ball. Seifert 47, wins 30, providing runs up the order in a score which is slightly below subpar. What they require now is 50 from 48. And Umair bin Yusuf just new to the crease. Shan Masood on the other end, just struggling to find the middle of the bat.
That's the only hope Quetta Gladiators got, that just keep taking wickets. Reverse sweep, opportunity. Umair bin Yusuf is quick. He's a good player, Umair Yusuf. Had 7 games in the HBL PSL, picked up 2 50s.
Jazz Fan Pulse Super Daily winners, UB and M. Tahir. M. Tayyab, UB. Yeah, look at Shan Masood, previous shot again. He's had a close shout. Well, yes, it was referred, it wasn't out, but the reverse, didn't get bat on that. Previous delivery as well, a very high risk shot for just 1. Just lands short of Abrar. They pick up another wicket here. Just put the cat amongst the pigeons for Karachi Kings. Off the mark and running. Umair bin Yusuf with that single.
Really impressed by Abrar. He's into his 3rd over, almost finishing his 3rd over. He's only given 10 runs on a surface which is more friendly to the Pacers. 2nd game on this pitch, but he bowls such a tight line.
Another example of that. He's bowled a good spell so far. 13 done, 95 for 3. A repeat clash for the Karachi Kings in Quetta Gladiators. Last encounter was in Karachi. Karachi won that by 56 runs. Shahzad now back into the attack.
Looking at Shan Masood's little knock of 9 of 16, I think you're right, Aruji. He needs to sort of look for those pushes rather than look for boundaries. Just stay out there and look for singles rather than looking for boundaries. They've still got ample time to win this game.
Yeah, I just feel bat on ball. Just time one, get a little bit of confidence. It looks a little bit shaky at the crease. Right, then the PCB Talent Hunt program is your chance to join the Pakistan cricket team. You can show your skills and live your dream. Register on the given link. And plenty of opportunities. Around 400 educational institutes nationwide have registered already. 144 colleges, 250 schools. Yeah, brilliant. And plenty of opportunity for all youngsters out there. Oh, brilliant! Oh my word, that is absolutely stunning behind the stumps. 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 takes a blinder.
I thought it was Tim Seifert's in the first inning. It was a brilliant catch, but no, we have to hold on before we see the replay. This was another beauty. The ball climbed on Shan Masood. And smart thing he did, get around the way. Look at that. I think this was better. Definitely better than Tim Seifert's. Wow, even he surprised himself. What a beautiful catch to get rid of Shan.
It's the angle that just squeezes and forces, but the take is everything that you can talk about. And that is spectacular. He's almost surprised himself. Flung horizontal and takes it behind him. In at 6, asking Spider to leave the scene. Khushdil Shah got runs and 3 wickets in that previous game. 47 off 39 now. Oh, Waqar, we've been treated to some magnificent takes behind the stumps. One in the first innings, Tim Seifert. I reckon this is a touch better. Worth having another look. In fact, both.
I think Tim Seifert was a quicker one. They both were traveling very quickly, but this one, Kaushal Mendes, he probably caught it well behind him. He guided that ball. That's why the ball was going away from Kaushal Mendes. But 2 brilliant catches. We've been waiting for good catches. We got 2 in this game. What a catch.
Screensavers. Watch them on repeat. Brilliant display of athleticism, anticipation. Ball's flying. It's off both quicks. It's off the angle. A ball coming into both. One slashes hard. And watch this. Oh, magnificent. And a great over in the context of the game. A brilliant over from Shahzad comes to an end. 14 done, it's 96 for 4.
और इसका इनाम यही हो सकता है कि जिसका बंदा अच्छा होगा उसको मौका मिलेगा स्टेज पे आने का। स्टेज पे रिवॉर्ड सो अभी हटाया जा रहा है सो अभी
Aruj, suddenly that yellow worm just dropping very quickly. Could be a turning point, that catch.
And that's why that yellow worm's taken a hit. 3 wickets. And they've just got a spring in their step now, Quetta Gladiators. You look at their body language in the field as well. Those 3 wickets not too long ago, we said the difference was the wickets. And now Karachi has lost 3 to just level it. It was 97 for 5 at this exact point for Quetta. 97 for 4.
Last 30 deliveries, 18 for 2. Wow, that's great control, I would say. Abrar is a major culprit in that. Oh, you beauty! That was quick. Another fantastic catch by skipper himself in the slip. Wow!
Well, they continue to glitter in the goal, don't they, Quetta Gladiators? They're looking for a win. And this just puts them slightly ahead. It's a big wicket, Khushdil Shah. Man in form. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant length. Great deception. Gets the outside edge. And the captain in the slips obliges. Well, he hasn't cracked many tonight. Off he goes for Duck, 97 for 5. Also time for a Tapal strategic timeout.
We still have 45 seconds. Come on. Yes, okay, you want to look at the big screen? Countdown. आप लोग मेरे साथ करेंगे. Now here we go. So 10, 9, 8.
Out of the Tapal, a strategic timeout, and out into a very tense situation here at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. And this is why. Now, wickets for Karachi. That was the first. Riley with a catch for Warner. And James Vince hit straight down the throat of Riley again. And this was a bit of a pressure moment. Shan Masood struggling to find the middle of the bat. Tim Seifert loses his wicket at 47. Not long after, we see an absolute beaut of a catch behind the stumps. Abrar follows up with a mystery. A mystery for the opposition. And from 77 for 1, Karachi Kings are 97 for 5. Lost 4 wickets in 20 runs. And out comes the president. Plenty of experience here, Vakar.
Yeah, but the pressure, it's all about pressure this game. There's 4 deliveries from Abrar. Who in the air, has he caught it? Has he caught it? They all think that he has, and Nabi stays out there. He's not sure though. Well, we probably have to go upstairs and see if that catch has been taken clean.
Yeah, Paul Rifle sending this upstairs.
We have an umpire review for fake catch. I have checked feed is a fair delivery. Can I have the best angle for the fake catch, please? Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. And roll back, please, roll back. Roll forward, roll forward. Director, can you zoom that, please? When he just ball in the hand of the fielder. Can you zoom that? Keep rolling. And roll back, please, roll back. Roll back. And roll forward, roll forward, roll forward, no. Roll forward. Roll forward. Freeze here, I'm satisfied. The balls touch the ground. It's not a fake catch. I'm ready to make my decision for the Brisbane.
Yep, not the 3 letters, it is the 6. Valiant effort. And brilliant. But in the end, when just as his wrist rolled over, and the ball ends up touching the ground.
I think that was the reason why Wasim Jr. wasn't celebrating. He wasn't totally sure that he was sure that he caught it, but that turn of the wrist allowed the ball to just ground for a tiny bit, and Nabi survived. That might be a big moment in this game.
A nervous moment, a very, very tense. It's about when, from start to finish, you've got to be in complete control of the ball. And what a spell this is turning out to be. Yeah, good running. Abrar hasn't been hit for a boundary in his spell so far. Important wicket as well. And he just put the pressure on every time he came on.
He's a good fielder, Wasim Jr.
Now they look for 2. That's good running. Well, this is going down to the wire. 15 done, it's 101 for 5.
और टीम का इस्तेमाल करें पाकिस्तान के बेस्ट स्थान हासिल करने के लिए और जीतो बहुत सारे इनाम सबसे ज्यादा 40 और 80 करने वालों को 𝐄𝐍𝐵𝐋 का देना बहुत था।
What happens now in this Shakespearean drama? Hey? You wouldn't write it as fiction, but from cruising, almost taking the mickey out of the opposition when Seifert and Vince were together, there's now dressing room trauma.
So I think this has been this edition's best fielding effort by a team. I mean, very unlucky not to be awarded that, but what an effort. Brilliant effort. Great anticipation. He's a good all-round cricketer. Bowls at over 144 clicks. Bats well. Viv Richards didn't like that because he felt that there was a strong case for a catch.
Well, there's now a strong case for another wicket. Oh, my goodness me. This is a fallout of massive proportion. Martin Guptill's alongside us in disbelief.
A bit of an implosion here from Karachi Kings in the last few overs. Another wicket there, lovely short ball from Mohammad Amir, angled at the body, and Mohammad Nabi, all he can do is top edge it, and a pretty comfortable catch down at the fine leg boundary. And isn't he just fired up?
Yeah, Mohammad Nabi's a bad loss too, because he can hit it long. He can just take pressure off in 4 or 5 balls. 102 for 6 now with Nabi gone. And in contrast, well, you can certainly tell which dressing room's doing well. Abbas Afridi now. Phew, I'm nervous, never mind them. Mohammad Amir will be very clever against these nervous batsmen new to the crease. He's just the guy for the job.
Also, the fielders in the ring got to look out for a run out because there's jitteriness. It's taking over. You can feel it. The pressure has been exerted. Now you've got to go for the kill.
And we can already see that they've come in a lot closer in the ring. They are hunting that single, trying to keep as many dot balls going as possible to keep that pressure going.
Yeah, well, it's the fight back in the field that Viv will be most pleased about, I think. Nobody loved a fighter, shows of character more than Viv.
What a fielder he was. I mean, this was such a good delivery. Nabi not as sweet against the shorter length as he is against spin. So this was really well read by Mohammad Amir. In fact, the analyst did a fantastic job. So involved. Probably have another fielder in the ring. 2 new batters. I mean, Yusuf is 4 runs old, 8 balls. Abbas is yet off the mark to get off the mark. So get a man in.
Yeah, why not? I mean, at this stage, they're well on top of the game, Karachi and Quetta, and you know they can afford it. It'll draw out a false shot potentially, looking for something that's not there, and create another chance for another wicket, and it's not a bad idea.
Barely believe it when you read it. 4 for 13 in 30. And now, of course, the trauma has led to a run rate issue because it's over 10 and over just to win the game. The cakewalk is now looking like a landslide the other way. 102 for 6. .41 needed from 24 balls and 4 wickets in hand. That's okay, but they're getting to the point at which they won't just be able to block here. But they'll have to get the scoreboard moving again. Karam coming into the attack. 1 for 23 from his 3, been very tidy. Omar bin Yusuf brought into the side, and oh, how would they like to be rewarded with that decision, the selectors, by a big performance here. Well, there he goes with a thrash over backward point. Gee, that flew off the back.
One of the strong areas behind point, Amir bin Yusuf. Gives himself a bit of room. Throws the hands through it on this true wicket. See it here. Straight over the backward point, and no one is stopping that. Races away.
All you hate if you're the captain of the fielding side, width. You can take most other things, but not what are effectively free hits. Oh yes, I know.
We're going to show you a bit of Bhangra from Bhangra camp, and there's a bit of Bhangra out there at the center as well. The fielding side must be feeling as elated as some of these guys here. The Gotel Bhangra move, and he wins it probably because he was the worst.
of a low bar. but they are the home team, so they are dancing a bit. Hello, some Mustaphas. That's out LBW. No, maybe not. Just looked horrible.
Yeah, that's the pressure of 9.82 required rate. Are they going for it? What are they thinking? They're asking the keeper. They've gone for it.
TV Umpire 2 Director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. I have checked feet is a fair delivery. Front arm spin vision, please. Stand by. Nice and slow, please. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Roll back, please. Roll back. There's a clear gap between bat and ball. The ball tracking when you're ready, please. On-field decision is not out. Pitching out of. Impact in line. Wicket hitting. Go to on-field umpire. Call. Change your original not out decision to out. Stand by. You're on screen, make a signal, yeah?
Well, I gotta say, I thought it was out LBW the moment that it hit him. And the consequence is 7 down now for 107. Still 36 needed in 21 balls as Abbas Afridi says.
Vivian is unstoppable.
You know what's amazing about this game? Right? We all love it. We've all had long lives in this game. That guy I don't know how old he is now. He's 75, 76. I mean, and he still cares like that. Isn't that amazing that it can matter so much? It's not West Indies, it's not Antigua, it's Quetta Gladiators. And he cares about the game and its result. And so does Hassan Ali. He's a competitor. So out there with Omar bin Yusuf, you'd say these two could do the job. 35 runs, that they're good enough to do it.
I have been on the receiving end of a Hassan Ali onslaught before, and yeah, I can attest to that. He can hit the big ball. The game is not over by any means at this stage.
In the meantime, it's been a Karakurum effort. 2 for 29, 3.4. He's got to finish on a higher, possibly with a wicket. And if he gets a wicket, it could be curtains for Karachi Kings.
Amazing how a batting side can go from such simplicity and ease in their performance to every ball looking like the most terrible challenge. Inside edges onto pads, do I run a single or not? At the end of the 11th over, Karachi needed 54 off 54 balls and they had 8 wickets in hand. That's not that far off a no-lose game, particularly on a really good pitch with dew on the outfield. And look what's happened since. We're coming to the end of the 17th. They need 35 from 19 and they've only got 3 wickets in hand. Two, that is 2. They've got to come back for 2. They do. They do. Precious runs, and the countdown is on here. 110 for 7. He's staying at our hotel.
And I'm sure he does that all the time.
Well, he's having fun with his family by the pool for sure. Much more of a sort of splintered crowd this evening, a sprinkling of spectators. Last night we were heaving in here, 30,000 rocking in the game that Peshawar won. Is that a chip over, or is that, yeah, it is a chip over, and he gets overspin on it to the boundary for 4. Okay.
He's a fighter, Hassan Ali, and he'll fight till the end. Pacey delivery from Wasim Jr. I think he's got to look for that Yorker length. 143.2 clicks that last ball, but provided the length and just had enough to get it over that mid-off fielder.
And he comes, Mohammad Wasim sprinting in, much straighter that time. Very difficult to swing your arms at it. You've got to have real batting skill to knock it off your hip. 29 needed, 17 balls, 16 balls, in fact 28. And if Quetta pull this off, it would be the lowest total ever defended in HBL PSL here in Lahore. So that in itself would be an achievement.
Right, what are the bowling options here? Because certainly now the last few overs become critical for Quetta Gladiators. Amir has got 1 over, he'll bowl that. Wasim Jr. is bowling his last. Fahim Ashraf can be the other option. Can be expensive also.
That's asking for LBW, not getting it. Do they come back for 2? Yes, they do. No, they don't. They changed their mind. Do they review now? Mohammad Wasim really believes this is out. He turns to his captain and implores. But no. Wicketkeeper must be telling them it's going down the leg side. He's begging for it. He's saying you have to review. You can't not at this stage of the game, and they all agree. So a review it will be.
TV Empire 2 Director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. I have checked feet is a fair delivery. Front on spin vision, please. Please nice and slow. Roll forward. Roll back, please. Roll forward. Ball close to the bat. Confirm it from our price, please. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. I can see gap between bat and ball. Up to the pad. Satisfied. Flat line. No bat involved. Ball taking when you're ready, please. Stand by. Ball taking, building up. Stand by. Reno is not out. Pitching in line, impact in line, wicket hitting. Nasir, change your origin, not out, decision to out. Stand by.
Absolutely brilliant. The ball bowled that swung in late, that little reverser, and then the demand to his captain to ensure the review. And look at the result.
It's a tremendous strike because he's got this angle working and he's picked up a big one. Yusuf gone for 11. And the celebrations in the background suggest that it's a prize scout. Regular.
These are some of the great pictures, you know. This is what the tournament should use. If you're trying to sell this anywhere, take Viv with you wherever you go, because that is great, as is that. Take the audience, take the big names, take the cricketers, and you've got a story to tell.
Different story in that dugout. Bit of sadness.
Mir Hamza, doesn't seem a moment ago we were watching him with the new ball. They struck with a new ball, they caused problems in the power play for Quetta Gladiators, but what a fight back this has proved to be. Surely now the winners tonight on the brilliant bowling and fielding performance that they produced. Some incredible catches, ground stops, clever bowling, a bit of swing when it's been pressured. And now they got it down to 28 from 14 and only 2 wickets in hand. Amazing.
It's a great surface also to get that kind of response second time around. There's supposed to be a bit of dew forming on the outfield. It hasn't really impacted the movement of the ball, and they bowled brilliantly as well.
Well, it's absolutely worth pointing out. Oh, hang on, we've got to do the old Vigo selfie first. We don't want to make a cricket point when we can get stuck into a bit of Vigo. Yeah, and the other point about the pitch is that when Vince and Seifert were batting on it, it looked flat and perfect for batting. It was coming onto the bat, so there's nothing wrong with this pitch. Bit of a smear that was, nothing more, only a single for it. Suddenly, strikes that were disappearing into the bleachers are clothed short of mid-wicket now.
Gladiators need a Martin Guptill out there. That's the beauty of T20 cricket. You can regain form, you can regain lost ground, and Quetta Gladiators certainly becoming the man-eaters, really.
Yeah, they certainly turned around in the last 8 to 10 overs here. They look like a different team from that first 10 overs of the fielding effort. You know, a couple of good catches, some good stops, some great bowling, some good captaincy as well with those bowling changes, and they find themselves well on top in this game. You see Mohammad Amir went back into the attack for his final over.
Well, this guy will be hard to outwit. He's a thinking bowler. He'll take all the pace off the ball, then he'll suddenly fizz in a Yorker, he'll bowl a bouncer. He's got the lot. Probably got away with that first ball.
Is a good choice at this time of the innings, bowling the 19th over, because I'm sure he'll not leak 14 runs. But that will probably allow any bowler to come in and do the job.
First ball another day might be a wide, but anyway, it hasn't been called a wide. You make your own luck in this game. Look your best this season, HBL PSL, as J-Dot is rewarding the best dressed spectator at every game with a luxurious J-Dot gift hamper. Fresh air there. Hassan Ali out there, but at a non-striker's end. And he's now having a word with Hamza.
Surely he's telling him just to try and get bat on ball so Hassan can get down on strike and actually try to win this game for Karachi. Just going back to your point, Mark, about Amir bowling this over, it's you bring your most experienced guy back to shut the game out, don't you, in this situation? Yes, it can go a little bit unlucky at times, but Mohammad Amir's got that much experience behind him. He can close this game out pretty quickly.
You see quite an interesting shot of the dressing room there. That sort of look of disbelief from people. Mohammad Nabi's still got his pads on, and in contrast to the looks of absolute ecstasy from the Quetta Gladiators bench, though these pictures are equally interesting because they're Viv and his anxiety. You can be everything he's been and still be anxious over a match in the PSL. Moods and memories that'll live with everybody forever. How Viv engaged with the PSL. High, is it high enough? Oh, it sure is. Wow, now just a little sniff of opportunity after that strike. It's down to 18 from 7.
He's a determined batsman, Hassan Ali. Full toss and deposited straight. And that was the beauty of that 6. Didn't go across the line like most of his other buddies. Good common sense batting, hitting.
So now expect him to bowl this a slower ball into the pitch so that he can't hit through the ball and straight. Yep, and it just had to be. Oh, wide. Well, maybe got away with one first ball. He might be a bit unlucky with that ball anyway, but he doesn't look unhappy. He's staying calm, staying within himself. You can lose your rag out there pretty easy under this pressure. He turn around, walk back to his mark, stay focused. Oh, it's the right decision too, that wide. So what ball now? The same sort of ball? I don't think he wants to overpitch it. Clever bowling that. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. 19 gone. It means there's 1 over left in this match and 17 are needed to win it.
Yeah, we saw almost every kind of variation in that over from Mohammad Amir. The slow ball, the bouncer, the length ball, even a full toss.
That's something he does very well. He doesn't become predictable with what he does. He'll bowl a wide Yorker, a straight Yorker, slower bouncer, into your hip, everything that you can think of to that. You cannot tell what he's going to bowl.
So would you at this stage set yourself for the slower ball?
Yes, I'd be setting myself in the same position each ball and then reacting to what's coming. You still have to react. If you premeditate, that's when you get yourself into a lot of trouble.
Ashraf is going to bowl last over. What a nerve jangler for you. What have we got? We've got long leg and square leg up, third man up, and extra cover on the extra cover on the edge of the circle. Everybody else on the boundary. First ball, high, absolutely high, and safe. Just the single. Okay, well that's what they needed. It was an unusual way of getting it. He could have just dropped it and ran, but anyway, he had a swish at it. It does get Hassan Ali on strike.
Well, that's been the kind of play in the last, what, 40-odd minutes. I think this is what Karachi Kings wanted. Hassan Ali on strike to Fahim Ashraf. Fahim Ashraf can be erratic, can go for runs, and this now suddenly becomes interesting. This is still a doable job. 16 from 5 balls. A couple of sixes, and who knows?
Anything but a single. If he bangs it into the pitch, he can pull it. Hassan Ali, we've seen him do it before. In fact, he did it the other night to win the game. So he can drive it down the ground and he can pull it. I think there is shots. Oh, he doesn't want the single. He's got to retain the strike. Brilliant ball. Absolutely brilliant. Credit to Fahim. And there you got it. Exchange on. Crypto exchange. The world's first arbitrage exchange. 10,000 rupees for every 4. 20,000 Pakistan rupees for every 6. A great partnership, and we're donating for humanity. Three balls left. 4 balls left. 4 balls, 16 runs. I know, 4 fours. Needs a 6 in here, I think. Great bowling again. Brilliant. The wide Yorker, perfectly executed. What a performance from Fahim.
Yeah, he's taken this last over in his stride, hasn't he? 3 great balls to start the over. Can he finish it off?
Yeah, I mean, to bowl that length, fuller length, wider of the striker's area, it takes a lot of effort, because you've got to be temperamentally so strong to take that chance.
And he's got the field set for it as well. He's got a deep backward point and a guy in front of cover on the boundary, so he's bowling to his field.
And he goes again, and so does Hassan Ali, and it isn't a boundary. It looks like the game is won. Fahim Ashraf is bowling a brilliant final over here at the Gaddafi Stadium.
Just keep your foot behind the line for him.
Correct. But what a comeback from Gladiators. Really been the Gladiators out there. Didn't give up. Certainly things started to happen, and they've really seized on the opportunities. Really been very smart. The fielding has been outstanding. In that little session, I think it was the fielding effort that won them that little 40-odd minutes.
And pretty, I'd say some lazy batting. There you go, that's probably the word I'd use. Batting that assumed the game was going to be won. A little top edge for 4. Still don't want a no ball last ball. 10 needed off the final ball. And the infuriating thing about this for the losing dressing room is how close you get.
I guess a lesson for both sides. Never give up as far as Gladiators are concerned, and don't take things easy. For Karachi Kings, they were in the driver's seat, to say the least. Saif's wicket has meant kind of a total collapse.
They're on a win-lose, win-lose, win-lose run at the moment, the Karachi Kings. It's all over. A couple of boundaries end it, but the margin is 6. Even more frustrating in its way for David Warner's team. They will be disbelieving of defeat here. Martin Guptill, how does the dressing room feel? Before we turn to Viv, no, let's not. Let's hang on with Viv and Quetta Gladiators, because imagine the elation after that fight back.
Yeah, they look pretty stoked with that effort. They seem down and out no more than 8 overs ago. And for them to turn around like they have, that timeout must have done them wonders. Some strong words must have been said for them to turn it around, and they provided a fantastic field.
There you go. So Vivian Richards of Antigua and West Indies, mentor to a team of gladiators christened Quetta, who have undone the Kings at the Gaddafi Stadium tonight. Absolutely stunning pictures there. Congratulations to Quetta. Let's head down to Erin.
Yeah, I've got David Warner, of course, captain of Karachi Kings, alongside me. Davey, obviously a tough day in the office. How do you assess where that one went wrong tonight?
Yeah, look, I think we just look at the positives with our bowling unit. They've been exceptional the last few games, and couldn't be any prouder of the way that they've executed, especially in the power play. You know, we've taken a lot of early wickets, but yeah, look, tonight just wasn't good enough. And look, I don't mind losing if you're fighting, but handing the opposition the game is not acceptable. Yeah,
a bit of a batting collapse there, unfortunately. As you said, your bowlers were brilliant there today. What do you think Quetta brought to the table that made them so difficult to contend with in this second innings?
Yeah, look, I just think we didn't take any positive approaches there. When you lose, I think it was 4 for 11 in 6 or 7 overs, you're not going to win too many games if you're not applying pressure. So, look, I don't think they bowled particularly well in that area. I think we just were a little bit complacent, and we lost wickets, you know, in clumps.
That was my next question, because we thought this looked like a beautiful batting track, but both sides did struggle with the bat to post a decent T20 total. What did you actually make of how the wicket did play today?
Well, look, I thought the wicket was fantastic. I don't think it, 140 and 137 there doesn't reflect the wicket at all. I think it's probably a high, 170, 180 wicket, and there can be some dew factor as well. But yeah, look, I thought to bowl him out for 142 was exceptional.
Win-loss, win-loss, win-loss now. So a bit of a topsy-turvy time for Karachi Kings. You do get a bit of a break now. What kind of info will you leave with the fellas to sort of just sit and mull over before you regroup for the next game?
I just think it's about, assessing what we are doing well. And, I think tonight, batting-wise, simple was that we weren't positive. The last few games, when we've won games, we've been very, very positive. Also, when we've lost, we've been positive. So I think just tonight, we're just missing the mark a little bit.
Well, I appreciate your time and your insight. Best of luck for the next one.
Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, the word I go with is complacent. He did use that, and I think that's absolutely the case. When Seifert and Vince were together and firing, they had the game won, basically. And then there was a surrender that followed. 137 for 8. I suppose what he means is that guys like Masood and Yusufi came in, had to push on earlier than they attempted to, and that really put a stopper on proceedings. Partnerships of 73 from Vince and Seifert, and then the next best 22 at the end there, Hassan Ali and Hamza. Well, that card kind of tells its own story. As for the bowlers, brilliant fight back, really brilliant. Mohamed Amir, 16 dot balls, Quram 12 dot balls, 11 from Abrar, 12 from Wasim Jr. Incredible. 58 dot balls faced by Karachi. Given how Vince and Seifert were dominating things, you can barely believe those stats. David Warner out early after one good shot. These two playing superbly, really. Every shot in the book, it was a thrill to watch it. When Vince is on form, he's an elegant and brilliant cricketer to watch. Seifert is all about power, muscle. Vince gave it to Riley Russo, having 2 balls early, giving him the same chance that Russo put down, a slightly harder catch. And Seifert finally picked out deep mid-on. It was after that the chaos ensued. First to go to a blinder. That is a cracking catch. That's a goalkeeper job. Another bit of excellent captaincy with spin bowling and a slip in place. Another super catch at extra cover. Not given, they reviewed it, and that could have depressed them, could have dragged down their morale. Nothing but, actually. So the bowlers kept coming. Full and straight, you miss and I hit. That was a review. Went the way of the Quetta Gladiators. Another to follow. There you go, that's the one. 2 umpiring errors in a row, which are rare these days. Umpires are usually particularly good. The ball hit him in line and was going on to middle halfway up. I mean, that's stone dead. And the happiest man on earth right now, Sir Viv Richards. And a little summary of proceedings tonight. Really an unbelievable turnaround. Quetta Gladiators just 142. They defended it. The lowest score defended here in the history of HBL PSL at Lahore. 137 for 8 in reply. Quetta Gladiators getting up by 5 and jumping up the table because of it too. We'll be back shortly for a presentation. Before we go to that, we'll have a look at the points table. Islamabad United still riding. It seems a bit of time since they played. 5 games, 10 points and a terrific net run rate. Karachi still second, but a game more than Lahore, Peshawar and 2 more than Quetta. We'll see you back here at the Gaddafi Stadium in just a moment.